Blackwater! Good to see you, because we're good friends. We're telling better stories, and we are all here. All of us are here.
Except the Hat Man.
Keep a little hat under my pillow for the Hat Man.
Hey, it's good to hi. Hey, did I say all the things I was supposed to say?
You did it.
I'm feeling.
You didn't, but you have to guess what you meant.
What did I miss? No, you can't tell me. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Because then it would.
You don't get the wish doesn't come
We've
true.
got some strange bossa nova happening in the background, which I love.
Dirtman.
Dirtman is
Lavender.
Okay, I am going to jump into announcements this evening because I want to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I'd like that.
What?
I would like that. I'm going to acknowledge tonight that we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo-Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I think, was National Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'm encouraging and charging everyone to go to native-land.ca. You don't have to be in Canada to access it. It shows you whose lands you live on and links to all appropriate websites and a bunch of really amazing information. So I'm going to challenge you to go do that and celebrate Indigenous joy because that's really, really wonderful. A big thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're grateful to do this campaign in partnership with the wonderful folks at QuestKeep. If you love this campaign as much as we do, you can head on over to our YouTube page, and all of Campaign 2 is there in its glory. Campaign 2 episodes now release on Fridays at noon, with podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon before the next episode airs. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find the channel link. I'm also going to say that we are taking Canada Day off from streaming, and we will be back on July 8th. We encourage folks to imbibe responsibly if you are in Canada, as well for Independence Day in
But if
the
you're not in
States.
Canada, on Canada Day, go crazy, dude. Go fucking
That's how we became liable for
crazy.
somebody getting into an accident.
What? No.
No,
They know
liability.
I am joking. There, we're
There
good.
we go, we did it.
Your Honor, it's a bit. I'm doing a bit.
I want to give a huge thank you to our TechWater team of Chantel and Moyes for keeping us on technical rails this evening. Some very brief programming updates. Episode 61 dropped on the podcast today. We also have a Patreon. Jess, can you tell us about Patreon?
Yes, sorry, I was being a windscreen. Fuck. Patreon is a really cool place where you can go and support not just us, but other creators as well. On our Patreon, we release extra exclusive content and just like bonus content as well. So after every episode of this show, we record a chat water, which is about 30 minutes of us like just talking about what happened, going over character stuff, theories. It's super fun. It's a great time. It's a great way to like add a little extra stuff. And then God Killer is also released on Patreon, and that's where I throw back to him.
Oh, thank you so much. We've also got a free tier on Patreon where you get one free chat water a month, and you get the first arc of God Killer Oblivion, our first season, as open access. And then everything else for now is at the Knucklebone tier and above, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second because God Killer is amazing. And it's out in its entirety on our Patreon at the Knucklebone tier and above, ready for you to binge. It is an award-winning podcast using the God Killer system, which features myself as your god and the entire universe, and Yanis and Christian Navarro as my God Killer. Our first arc is there, as I said, at the free tier, with the rest of it at the Knucklebone tier and above. Production for season 2 is well underway. I would say I'm hopeful that we are halfway through the season with recording. We recorded last night. Yanis, how are we doing?
Oh, it was fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's really great.
A real ringing endorsement. We played.
We did.
And,
We did. And it's
Words
really...
were said.
This isn't a post game for fucking the NHL, bud. Like
I
you
have a
can get
headcanon
flowered.
that you have a twin. I'll just throw that out there.
It's really wonderful. We will be releasing more information on July 15th. And I also have, on July 15th, I have so many exciting things to release about God Killer and about our second season of God Killer. Okay, so I also want to say a huge thank you for the Best Legacy YouTube channel nomination for the Crit Awards. And a huge congratulations to all of the folks who have been nominated. Notably, we've got the incredible Gnome Ann up for Best Indie GM. You should go check out their mini-series Zapotha, which uses Kids on Bikes. It is so good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Enjoy it. Our very good friend of the show, Gina Susanna, up for Best D&D Player. Courtney of Figuratively Speaking Minis, who has gifted us a wyvern and has done some mini painting stuff with us as Best Mini Painter. And Jen of Yaniir Dice as Best Dice Maker. So we love...
And Cinderbox Sally.
And Cinder,
best,
yes!
Best legacy
Twitch channel. So yeah, it's really, really incredible. You should definitely go check out the Crit Awards. You can type !crit and the link is in the chat for all of that kind of good stuff. So some con updates. Blackwater is going to be at Gen Con. You can find us roving about the con. We have a ton of panels and shows that are happening. Our two main shows are the Con Shot and DM Roulette. And we have 5 panels, Total Party Kissing, Shoot Your Monks, We Are Live, Roll a Con Save, and Wearing the Mask. We are thrilled to be bringing these to you all across the weekend. You can find our schedules up on our socials. It's pinned on our it's in our highlights on Instagram and pinned on Twitter. So you can go find it there. You can also type !Gen Con in the chat right now to go get those tickets. Please, we want to see all of you there. It's going to be super, super fun. I'm very excited to announce one of our guests today.
Ow.
Did you step on Jess's
My
foot?
foot is in Sean's bubble. It's my fault.
The incredible Abdul Aziz will be joining us for the con
Yes,
shot. Yes. So he's going to be coming to Gen Con. I found out of that this morning, or was that yesterday? And so
yesterday.
he's going to be joining us at Gen Con. Very, very excited for this. The schedules are up all over the place. Please go check them out. And most of our events are free. So you can come on by. No problems at all.
You do have to pay me
Jess is
personally.
excited.
Which brings us to our incredible dedicated sponsor of the week.
Whoa!
Hey,
Yaniir Dice, which is run by our incredible friend Jen. Jen, we love you so much. Jen has been a longtime friend of the show, so we're so stoked to showcase her amazing line of shirts.
Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah.
whole game idea.
What we're gonna go around and we'll just say what we've got on them. I'm wearing the monk shirt, which says Flurry of Blows on it. I really like the little saying on the bottom that says Catch These Hands, and there's a lot of really fun details. I love the pattern. Yeah, okay, someone else. Who go? Sean, what is your, or Jess, what does yours say?
Jess.
This is the Cleric shirt. It says Divine Intervention. Something clerics do. And also, it says Turn Destroy Undead over here. And at the bottom, it says Death is Temporary.
Sure is.
What's up? I'm Sean. I play Sorcerer. I'm wearing my Meta Magic shirt. It says stay hot and break rules.
Shit!
You wake up in a dungeon.
So
Hey!
there are like 3 different DM shirts on
Sorry,
the site, and that is one of
I
them.
would like to correctly read that. Could you stand up again? You wake up in a dungeon.
Adam, what does yours say?
Mine says snork attack.
Snork attack?
It does say that.
Snork attack.
You just read Tim's shirt verbatim. Read your shirt verbatim.
A little knife you got.
Sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack.
I think it's sneak, attack.
Yeah, it does. And what does yours say?
mine says wild shape.
Wild shape. Wild shape.
It says preserve balance.
Amazing. The shirts are really, really nice. They're super comfy, so you can head on over to her website and you can get these shirts there. There's a bunch of different ones. They also come in long sleeve t-shirts and I think also crew neck hoodies as well, which is great.
That paper.
My own character sheet. I'm dead. It's dead to me.
On her website,
God damn it.
I'm just trying to get through announcements.
Should have brought all this loose change. And count it while we
Jen,
play.
I'm so sorry.
You guys, I'm heading to the arcade after this.
In addition to her line of stunning handmade resin dice, you know them, you love them. I have been rolling with this pink one that Tim hates because it rolls nat 20s all the time.
So we'll see what happens.
Also, there's a beautiful other blue one that I have from her. She also has a new line of gemstone and glass dice as well, so please go head on over to her website.
She also has a D20 called the Fall of Elturel, and it's the coolest thing ever.
It's very, very pretty. We have a little video of her new dice at the break, so you can stick around for that as well. She's also got like jewelry lines. She does earrings and necklaces. She does glasses chains too, and I'm over the moon. She made these custom for me. They're like marble with red. They're really, really cool. I also have ones for my regular glasses, and those she also sells on her website. She sells out really quick, but if you see her at a con ever, she brings most of her stuff to cons, so you can get all of your stuff there. So you can type !Yaniir in the chat. That's YANIIR to head on over to her website and go shop because it's really great and they roll really well. You'll be very glad you did. Okay, that's it. So grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. Whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we can make amazing things happen. Thank you immensely for hanging out with us at our table. Chantel, roll the clip, roll the clip.
Shot.
Yes, what is happening?
Okay, that countdown went faster than I anticipated.
You can hear the countdown. Though.
yeah, but for some reason, I don't know, I just didn't believe it.
That side of the table's closer to a black hole.
Yeah, Adam, so come on. So, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Best Wishes ambushed the Kaissar loyalists outpost, quickly gaining the upper hand before the copper dragon Kaithroar appeared, strafing the battlefield on his way to join the fight against Fulgor. Before being lured into the fight. After a difficult fight, Kaithroar was taken down as the rebels claimed a pivotal victory.
Sucks to suck.
Best Wishes learned more about the civil war gripping Dathia and have decided to help the rebels reclaim the seat of the Argentis family, Silverwatch, helping Julius free his younger brother. As they picked through the battlefield remains, Mark discovered the brain of Praetor Kypris, a copper dragonborn officer. He discovered that it had a strange texture like that of a coiled tentacle with a milky eye buried.
Oh yeah, worm brain.
As you have taken it into one of the tents, you have stood there as you scoop out the liquid and viscera of the dead dragonborn and place it on your face. You feel your vision start to fade, and you feel that thick liquid surround you as you find yourself, as your eyes open, in a grand hall submerged in a thick liquid. As you move across the room, there is a long banquet table. As you start to float forward, you can see figures in the dim light sitting around the table. And as you get to the edge of the banquet table, you see a copper inlay start to appear, as if spreading out as you move, tentacles in copper moving across the table. As you look, you start to see the first closest figures. You can see Dragonborn look old, each one older than the last. Their scales of different colors. You can see they are somewhat bloated and decayed from being in this liquid. As you move across, you get near the center of the table and you can see there are probably 3 more figures on the other side of the table. You can see 3 eyes appear in that same copper inlay as you move. What would you like to do?
Table, figures, old dragonborn, bloated. Are we like in the goo at the moment?
You are in the goo. This whole hall is submerged. And you can see as you move, the heads of these figures are following you. Their eyes kind of milky.
There's no banquet actually served on the table. There's just this iconography of tentacles and eyes.
It seems to be appearing as you move over the table.
Then I think I'd like to continue. Yeah, I'd like to continue moving along the table, and I'd like to see who's sitting at the head of the table.
All right. So as you move across and come closer, you start to make out the other end of this very long table. There's about 7 figures, you figure, that you can see. And at the head of the table, you see, sitting behind a small stone basin, you see a dragonborn, like the rest. This with silverish scales. You can see the eyes completely milky, and another third eye in its forehead. and you watch as you move closer. Its head moves up. This one looks the most decayed, the oldest figure by far. Its flesh peeling away in some parts. As its hand comes up, you can see a tentacle emanating from, almost as if coming out of the elbow bone and up and around, interlocking with the hand. As it comes up, you watch its other hand wrap around this small, the stone basin's only about this big. You watch as the other hand kind of moves around it.
To like protect the basin from me?
Seems like that. It's sort of this protective maneuver. As you move closer, how close do you get?
Because I guess I'm sort of moving behind the other people at the table.
You're kind of moving almost over top of the table.
Oh, I'm on top of the table.
Yeah.
Am I physically here, or is it more just like my
You
presence?
look. Do you look down at yourself?
Yeah, please.
You look down and you see that you are almost completely naked, and your bottom half, instead of legs, splits off into a number of tentacles, kind of trailing behind you.
I think I'll try. Where are we? I'll ask the head figure.
You watch as the mouth opens. No sound comes out.
Tentacle covering the bowl. I'd like to try reaching out and, like, gently touching the tentacled hand.
Okay. So you're quite close at this point. As you move closer, you can see the inlay on the table creeping forward towards the basin. As you reach for the hand, you watch the other hand comes up and grabs your hand before touching the tentacle.
With the hand grabbing my hand, is it painful? Like, am I able to, like, read intention?
It's firm. You can make an insight check.
I would love to. Not good. Actually, wait, I'm actually kind of good at that. Hold on. Okay, 12.
It is a firm grip. It's difficult to tell if it's meaning harm. This figure is so old. You reckon its strength is probably not great. So it's difficult to tell if it's trying to hurt or crush your arm or just trying to stop you from touching it.
I think I'd like to try and, as it's got my arm, get low onto the table so that we're at eye height. And I'd like to slowly move my face closer to the figure's face. Like, I guess I'd be like moving over top of the bowl.
Right.
And I'd like to see what it does in response. I'm not trying to touch it more, but
Are you trying to touch the bowl at all?
not yet. But I'm like kind of over top of it. I'm becoming a little bit of a gremlin.
All right, as you get closer, you feel its face start to move towards yours as you strain to kind of hear there is sound coming out of its mouth, but under this thick liquid, it's so hard to make out.
Of course, I'd like to make the bond and see if we can communicate this way.
All right. You reach out to make the bond. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
No
please.
problem. And this one. Charisma. Ooh. 13.
13. As you go to reach out, you feel this kind of searing backlash of pain. And you take 13 points of psychic damage. And you are pushed back 5 feet. As you hear in your head, you understand in Draconic. No. You may not connect.
Can I insight check that? Is that as like a, like I'm trying to tell if this is like greedily protecting something, or like I've been cursed and I really want to make sure no one else gets cursed.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Okay, that's good. 21.
21. You noticed that the eye on its forehead as it said that looked down at the tentacles on the table, which also retreated as you moved back.
I may not connect. I don't think it can stop me. So as the tentacles retreat, so do I. I mean, I do and the tentacles do. Yeah, Why not? I'd like to say.
You start to move. Do you move at all, or do you stay
Yeah,
where you are?
I'll stay still and see if it gives me a response.
You may not. You may not.
Who may connect?
The bond was severed. It must stay severed.
Why?
There are things he must not remember. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
19.
Okay. You feel a force pushing you forward that you resist. Forward towards the basin.
How did the bond get severed?
No one remembers.
How did you come to be here?
This came to us. It has been passed down.
How did you come to it?
I found it.
When we say it, do we look at the basin?
I would say with your passive insight that you get like his hand is sort of returned in front of the basin, so you can infer that that's what he's referring to.
Are these your children? Grandchildren?
Not always so direct, but yes, we are all related.
Does anyone remember who you are?
Perhaps.
What can't he remember?
Everything contained within. As you watch his hand moves around the basin, pulls it closer.
What did he promise you?
It was about to be taken away.
Ah. And now you're here.
Yes. All that I am is contained within.
Just so then I could take you out.
You would not be taking me out.
No?
You would be taking me in.
I'm not sure that you can stop me. I don't think you're strong enough.
His hand begins to glow. The tentacle hand.
He's here right now. Or is it safe to say that we are within him?
No, you have brought him here. This was a part of him he longs to reclaim.
How? No, how could you have separated? Beg
No
your pardon,
one
no
remembers.
Of course. Praetor didn't know. Is he here? Like,
Yeah, he was one of the first ones at the table. The line will continue.
okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good.
I need you to make another charisma saving throw.
18.
Okay, you once again feel that push even stronger now, as if there are limbs pushing you forward, as you are able to contain the sort of mental fortitude to keep yourself in place, as something is pushing you towards that basin.
No, I think I need to leave. I don't know how, but I think I need to leave.
All right, as you do something you never have before, as you try to exit out of this vision, I need you to make another charisma saving throw.
Come on, big leagues. 14.
14. As you try and bring yourself out of this, you feel yourself rising up, and those tentacles pulling you back in and pushing you forward, as you see the kind of bloated silver dragonborn. His hand elights, and 27 hits, I assume. As you see these 3 blasts
Let me
bubble up.
Well, fair enough.
and shoot out towards you, and you take 18 points of force damage as they when there's sort of this underwater kind of displacement.
Sounds like an Eldritch Blast to me.
begin to move forward, you feel these blasts hit you as you fly out of the tent. You see Mark kind of out of the tent, covered in this kind of thick, viscous liquid, unconscious on the ground.
I would run to him. Somebody help him, please.
Run to Mark and
I like.
cure wounds at second level.
I'll sit him up so that if there's any liquid coming out, it will not choke him when he vomits it out.
Yeah, quite a bit of liquid is expelled. As you sit him up, it just falls out of his mouth.
He's wet.
Oh yeah, he's soaking wet.
I think I'm like I've seen what people looks like when they're drowning, so like I am like okay like.
Yeah.
What is the consistency of the liquid?
It's thick. It's like almost mucusy.
Does it remind me of the?
It's definitely similar in the viscosity that you would find in a lot of the basins that you've encountered. But you look inside the tent. There's just the head of the head of Praetor on the ground, which is like there's not really much left of the insides of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the head was severed, not
it's
opened, so the head is now opened in the tent.
Yeah, and most of the like viscera inside was.
It's like a bird bath in there.
Was rubbed on Mark.
Bird bath and beyond.
But we definitely can see that there is a change from intact head to opened, brainless head.
Yeah.
I think Thistle would go over and I would get some sort of container and I would try and get as much of this liquid.
Sure.
Yeah.
As it kind of comes off of Mark, it dries and kind of turns to dust fairly quickly. It doesn't stay in a liquid form very long.
Am I able to get any of it?
You can get some of it into a container, but it essentially turns into dust.
Okay.
You wake up to my face right in yours. Mark.
Hello.
You're good? You're not good.
No, what?
What?
Not dead? Not good.
We both. What happened?
Mark, you're wet.
Don't make a joke.
Fine.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I think so. Just difficult to explain.
We can talk about it later too when we're not here.
No, now it's fine. Just apparently, I'm not the only one who has a relationship with my roommate.
Oh.
And I guess they didn't take too kindly to me. I think Praetor's great granddaddy didn't like me poking around in his grandson's head.
That's concerning.
No, I think it's okay. I don't think I'll go back in the head again. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds like
I think this is just sort of a one-time deal.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Sure.
To see whether or not I think he's being fully forthcoming.
I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, you're not lying,
Correct.
but you're not exactly
coming forth.
coming forth.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
You're like fifth
I'm not
at
the one
best.
doing the
21.
21.
Seems pretty forthcoming to you.
So you're not
Seems
worried about this?
pretty forthcoming.
Seems like everything he's saying is true.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
What am I lying about right now? Because I was just trying to sum up accurately and quickly. What have I not shared? You were at the table. You saw it happen.
Yeah, no, but you were like, you made it sound as though you met someone like you,
Yeah.
and they didn't like you being there.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. You met someone almost opposed to you, and they didn't like who
I think
you
it's the,
represented.
It's also like
Maybe we just interpreted it.
the part where like it's a piece of Harkoon that they're protecting, like all that stuff is.
There's like a lot of like
I think that's maybe
they're
what
not
you're-
they're not your allies. They just didn't. Yeah, there's like there's more to
Subtle. It's a
I think
subtle
we're saying the
difference, but
same thing.
it
That's what it
seems-
sounds like
With
to
his
me.
22, it seems like he's being.
No, I will
Yeah.
respect the role.
I think you just don't
You asked
like
me
it.
personally.
No. I was just like, oh fuck. Everyone was at the table. How do I sum this up quickly and accurately, without? I wasn't trying to hide anything, but
It was just a.
Do you want it?
perception check.
Hide something?
a piece of sneaky piece of harpoon living inside. Well, seriously, I don't know what to make of that. And so,
I have thoughts. I have many thoughts. Shy, no thoughts, one brain cell.
Thistle, you're looking at me. Let me go into greater detail. I have high enough insight to know when I'm being incited, right? Game recognized game.
He
Inside.
cocks an eyebrow.
Yeah. Ooh, my goodness. I think inside of Praetor's line, there's a forgotten piece of my roommate, and
Like a part of his history that's trapped in that
I
bloodline.
don't know. It's just something literally forgotten, a bond severed, and I think he wanted to reconnect to it.
Do you know?
No,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Shy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that seems a bit more forthcoming.
That seems like it. Okay, good.
Go ahead, Mary. I got a question after, but you first.
Severing it sounds like a thing that would be good to know how to do, maybe. Not imminently, but for the future perhaps, in case we got into a situation where you were in danger, as you.
I mean, what Granddaddy Praetor said was that no one remembered. So,
Oh, okay. Shy, you go. That wasn't really a question I asked.
My question, it seems like, do you like, it seems like if you're talking about the bond being severed and what we saw, what Praetor could do, is that if he wasn't tied to your roommate, but he had abilities like you, that means that there is the capacity to do what you do, not connected to Harkoon. And
No, but I think he was connected to Harkoon. He was connected to a piece broken off.
codename, brother. Codename.
Sorry, yeah, I would. I'm an idiot. S is not.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
think he is connected
right,
to a piece,
a piece, but he didn't
or
know
was
that.
connected.
He didn't know that.
Praetor was different. So, whether he's got an active connection or no, he is changed. He's, I don't think, strictly speaking, a dragonborn.
Can you ask your roommate? Is that a thing you can do?
I could.
I mean, he can hear everything anyway.
I think it's safe to say he's here right now.
Do you want to check instead of us all speculating? And Thistle's weirdly not trusting you. I don't understand.
No, he was right. It was coming back from I'm very tired now.
And when they say that no one remembered, does that mean that everyone in that family or that line who had those abilities, that everyone was killed so that it would never be passed on again?
No, I think it was more. They don't remember how it was severed.
Maybe in severing, the memory is destroyed.
Maybe.
Well, I suppose if you're the person to make a memory, the only way things are remembered that you're not there for is you have to pass them on to somebody. And if we're talking about a lineage, then maybe someone along Praetor's line was very good about keeping things to themselves.
Were they all copper at that table?
Oh, heavens no, they were a myriad of colors, and the
What was
eldest
the main
being
one?
silver.
Yeah, the eldest one that blasted you was Silver.
I think I asked for his name, but he didn't say.
You didn't say?
Yeah, so he was very suspicious.
Maybe. No, go ahead.
What if this is what your roommate has been after this whole time? He sort of set you into the world.
Well, the piece of Praetor?
The piece that he longs to reclaim.
Maybe there's more than one.
Maybe it has to do with his seeming imprisonment.
As far as what I can tell, is my roommate does better when he is remembered. And I think people have worked very hard to make him forgotten.
But the thing is, they do remember him. They are aware of his existence. They have not forgotten he exists. The more people who remember him and are actively connected to him, the more likely he is to find a way back to this memory. Your
Wait. His skull's still got a jawbone, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you're in your dissection, it's not.
Going in from
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, if I'm
yeah.
after the brain, I'm not going
blasting-
in this way.
Yeah.
Severed at the neck. We could ask him if he knows.
Yeah.
Because this is what the big question that I have is, and what I think you, Shai, were suggesting is, did Praetor know where he got his stuff?
Hours from.
Severix.
Yes.
Was this a camp or were they heading somewhere?
This was a camp. They were. It was an outpost for the castle, the Quintilis Castle.
So the Praetor wasn't at the castle that we were going to go to Silver something?
No, he was not at
Silverwatch.
He would not have been stationed there. He would have come from Castra Quintus.
Where was the main... What is the main Silver outpost? Is it Silverwatch?
Silverwatch, yes.
And the main copper.
He's let me. Oh, sorry, I hit my head during the battle, and it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, yes. Here it is. It's coming to me. It's on the tip.
While Severix remembers, it probably isn't correct, but my thinking was, if the Praetor was headed to Silverwatch, and Big Daddy, Dragon Brain, was a silver dragon, perhaps this thing that you saw exists under that castle.
Greencliff is the
Greencliff.
is the copper.
But maybe not.
It didn't belong to the Silver Dragons, did it? The Silverhold? Oh, it has
Silverwatch?
Yeah, it's probably a Silver Dragon, isn't it?
It's the
Yes, that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
seat of the art. Yeah, that's the
CB Argentis,
CB Argentis
I
family.
mean, it was all kinds of colors, just the...
It's a stretch.
Yes, Thistle?
You told us of one of the first times we touched the goo.
Mm-hmm.
You told us of a memory of your father.
Mm.
He was looking for something with his
With his
companions.
party, yes.
Was one of them not a dragonborn?
One of them was, huh?
Well, it was, right?
He looked familiar? Was he at the table? Because I kind of knew all those guys, right? Yeah. I mean, he was, but I don't...
Not a connection.
No relation that I saw, at least.
Well,
'Cause- Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, no, Kyprus. Seems it's sort of the Kyprus lines deal.
And I mean, we know that a lot of the families intermarry, of course.
Was there anyone at the table who looked newer than Praetor?
No.
Ah, okay, maybe it's when you got the...
What if it seems to be familiar, this connection to your roommate? Your father had it before you. Praetor had it. Praetor's great-great-grandfather had it. What if, like tentacles coming from your roommate, the family lines?
I think it might be...
If you sever a family line, the memories that that family had are also severed.
I don't think we're gonna learn much more about it right now, and I think your concern about maybe some other patrols coming back to this camp are justified. I think we should probably mosey on our way.
Talk on the road.
Yeah, we'll head on our way to Caer Durham.
Caer Durham.
He didn't have anything on his person, dear Praetor, just...
Yeah, the knife.
A knife.
The knife.
Oh, you can keep the knife.
If you want to, I got
No. Can I head back into the tent real
Oh.
quick and just grab that eyeball out of his
The
head?
money.
There is not much left of the eyeball.
Cute.
I can talk to the skull if you want me to.
Now I will. When you talk to things in that manner,
Yeah.
you have to do them a favor to help them be at peace. Is that not true?
Yeah.
Maybe that's not something you want to be indebted to someone like Praetor.
It's essentially like last rites. I asked them if there's someone who wants to know, that should know about their death.
Yes, but then you are compelled to tell them, and if it's like, hey, go see the bad king Hymax, then you have to go do it. And that's not exactly something we want to have to walk into.
It's not like a binding oath, it's like a personal thing. So if he's like, go see Hymax, I'm like, next time I see Hymax, I'm gonna be like, hey, I killed this guy. Fuck you. It's not like
Right.
magically binding, it's
I would like. I would
If
like
he's
to know.
willing to.
Yeah, if it sounds all right to you, Esper, I'd actually quite like a word with Praetor.
Okay. I did kill him, so he might not be very talkative.
Yeah, but he didn't see you kill him because you were
That is
very
true.
sneaky.
That is actually true, yeah.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
I did shoot him in the back of the head.
There's no eyeballs.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to see shit. There's very little left of his head. Just really just a jaw and nose situation.
Tim, just a question for you about the narration you did of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
When you described the water,
Mhm.
was that like water that could exist in the real world, or is this like other spaces that he's gone to where it's like,
It was the goo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have the same quality as the like when he's communed with Harkoon. That same kind of thick.
That was what he came back with
yeah,
on
yeah,
him, yeah.
similar.
okay,
The whole hall was submerged in the slime.
Yeah.
Fucking swimming in that would be unpleasant.
And you got a good clock of what the hall looked
Breathing
like,
it.
right?
Probably.
Mhm.
I could recognize it.
I'm curious if
It,
that's
the whole thing was sort of dimly lit. It just sort of had this dim ambient light, so you weren't able to make out any detail like on the walls.
If I ever
It
go
was
back, I'll
mostly
recognize
that
it.
long
gonna
banquet table and the basin.
I was gonna say, if you see the table again, like if we go to Silverwatch and it's there, then
Yeah, I'd recognize that table anyway.
Okay, wake the fuck out of this skull up.
Yeah. I'm gonna step in the tent and I'll bring the skull out.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna step into the tent so that they don't see what the armor does. And I'll use a charge from the armor to cast Speak with Dead, and then I'll step back outside. Yorick, I knew him well. 5 questions, right?
Just ask him if he knows Harkoon.
Did you say that?
I think we'd... Look, it's just us girls.
But we can get affected.
We can
infected.
get
still get
affected.
be affected by it.
we can get mind
Like
virus.
Mark knows that if you say we can get reinfected.
Oh,
Remember the library?
well then.
or when you yelled it that night.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know what the source of your powers was?
I was born like this.
Oh, fuck.
You
He,
just
he can
say
hear me,
that.
that's right. Seems like he doesn't know, but let's just double check. Because what, we got 3 more questions then.
4 more. Oh, 3
Yeah,
more.
3 more and then your thing.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Ask him if the hall that Mark saw, if that is a place that exists.
Wait. Where are you right now?
Great question.
I am with my father and my ancestors.
Ask him who sits at the head of the table.
Yeah, who sits at the head of the table?
My great grandkin, Bellius Argentus.
Argentus, the fucking keep.
That's where we're going.
It may actually be underneath
Yeah.
the keep.
Question?
But hold on, I don't know
One
if it's an actual place. I wonder if it is a part of.
I think it might be because of the basin. I think it's both.
I think there could be a base in it.
If there's any tack practical questions about how to get into the keep.
I don't think he knows.
Oh yeah, fair play.
Severing?
He probably won't know anything about
But
being
it might have been lying to Mark.
Ask him what his kin told him about his powers,
Yeah.
or what Thistle has.
Ask him where his kin is interned.
It's either what does he know about his kin's powers, or what does he know about, or where they interred?
No, I'm curious what they told him.
I think that's
What did your kin tell you of your powers?
It is a great gift passed through our line.
Yeah, he didn't know shit.
Is there someone who needs to know of your death?
Tell my mother, Minerva. I am sorry. I have failed.
Can't ask him what he failed at.
Nope.
Bummer.
I'll place the skull down.
Yeah, I don't think Praetor knew much.
I think if that's what if there had been any whisperings of your roommate throughout their lineage, that would bring the memory back. So for them to have powers, they would have to have those powers. Yes, they would have been originally gifted from your roommate, and that would have passed through the family line like it has with you. But there's something that happened within that family that they were able to separate themselves and essentially kick out or evict your roommate.
But keep a peace in the process.
Keep the power, kick out the source.
Maybe.
Does that idea sound good to you?
I don't know.
If it did, would you be honest about it?
Yeah,
Or could you?
I think so. I don't know enough. I think my roommate's very spooky, but I haven't actually seen him conclusively hurt anyone.
I mean, that's basically Esper, so. Spooky. Haven't conclusively seen him.
He's got the
You've
big
seen me
little
hurt
ant
a lot of people.
Yeah, but they all
Actively.
deserved it.
But I think, his rules are different than ours. If the only way he can exist is if people remember him, then it would make sense that he would push for it.
And seek to reclaim the things, the power that is held, but not his.
Yeah.
In that family line, those people hold that power, that gift.
I don't know if that takes anything from him. It's a candle can light another candle and not be diminished.
Maybe.
I don't know enough about him, but I know that I have to be careful because I can't fully control him.
Do you know why a candle can light another candle without being fully diminished?
Why?
Because it puts out so much excess heat, far more than it needs to sustain itself.
Yes. Good.
It can light another candle. It can also
Light
anything.
another candle.
Or burn a house down.
Yes.
More that. More the.
And houses can be full of candles.
We should get going.
What I find interesting, this is Adam, because I can't think of a way to say it, because you didn't mention how he ejected you, right?
No.
Nor do I think Esper knows that your dad is a warlock. But it starts at warlock and then becomes sorcerer in both examples.
Warlord Sorcerer.
Tough to say.
No, because he actively cast Eldritch Blast on you.
And
Could have been
he-
magic missile.
And because it had to roll to hit, magic missile just hits.
Yeah.
He had look.
Mechanically speaking,
Rules lawyer.
I was Eldritch Blast, and that's
Set match.
that's also a warlock that is under level 14 or lower, because it was only three hits.
That 3 hits sounds like a magic missile.
Yeah, but
Sounds like a first level magic missile, which did 18 damage.
But the rolling thing is still a.
Well, I'm very dodgy. It's hard to hit me.
We're walking.
Oh yeah,
Three
Severix is
index
like
area.
It auto
To
hits,
make
doesn't
for
it?
care
What?
We start making for character.
So you travel. It takes you the rest of the day and into the evening.
Did force
Um,
damage.
Eldritch Blast does.
And
Magic missile auto hits.
Nah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to
So you
roll.
can't.
Please.
Are
let
you
them
gonna
get-
tell Tim when he can and cannot roll?
You're gonna tell him
Whatever,
that
Alex.
he can't
Was
connect,
Kypris
narrate
the
succeed,
Praetor's
so-
first name or last name?
name.
Kuiper is the last name.
So I'm
Praetor
looking
was
for-
the first name.
Oh, his name was
Yeah,
Praetor.
yeah,
That wasn't
name
his
was Praetor.
position.
No, no, his name was
His
Praetor.
name.
Oh, I've
He's-
been calling him the Praetor.
I know. I
Because
didn't correct it.
that's a
Alien
position.
versus
I was.
Praetor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's not a Praetor.
No.
His mother's Minerva Kuiper.
Dude, that's a ballsy move to name your kid Praetor.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna be a Praetor one
I
day.
hope so.
It would be like, oh, my son, Inquisitor.
I know a few kids named Hunter.
Or
Like,
That's
Captain.
fair.
Naming your kid
true.
Prince.
This is my child.
Right, so I'm looking for Minerva Kypris.
Major Carlson.
Major girls.
Yeah, so you travel into the evening as you come farther west, in kind of a little bit more northwest.
Yeah.
And you come over a number of hills, kind of to the base of the mountain range that is there, the Runark mountain range. It's sort of near the very edges of the northern tip of the Runark. And you see as you come down, it's fairly dark, but you can see there is a little bit of light kind of emanating from the foundations of this partially melted metal castle. You can see the kind of sides are fairly rusty, but the middle, where you assume the door would have been, there's just rubble kind of around it. You assume that at some point there was probably a wall as well, but the center of this whole thing has been melted through. It's as if either side has sort of collapsed in on itself. But you can see as you move through, you can see at the back there are some small fires. There's just a little bit of light kind of hidden at the back. As you head towards, you see a few soldiers kind of stand down as they recognize the folks you're traveling with. And you head inside, and you can see there's a host of maybe 25 soldiers.
Oh, okay.
They all look bandaged. A number of them are it seems as if most of them are lightly wounded or recovering from minor wounds. And there's a few kind of on the side that look more heavily wounded. You can see there is a blue dragonborn kind of tending to those who are wounded. She's moving kind of quite adeptly. She has, you can see she has kind of a large, almost like a workbench full of kind of bandages and medical supplies. And you can see she's also working on a number of different kind of potions and things like that while she's moving through. And you can see as the rest of them return, there is kind of like a cheer of victory as you see Tiberius and Nero kind of head out and start spreading the word of what's happened at the outpost. And you feel that kind of sense of a bit of revelry and joy in that victory as they all kind of gather around and listen to what happened. You head inside, Severix.
We can set up some cots for you, just there, if you'd like.
Sick.
Sounds great.
Sure, thanks.
Before I go to bed, excuse the way I ask this, it's just important, it's got to be specific. Who amongst your troops is the least wounded but most useful? I can bring them back to fighting form. I can bring 4, one of which will be more brought back than...
Well,
So 5.
I would start with the... maybe speak to Dalika.
Okay.
She would know, but I would say the 4 in those cots there.
And you see, kind of points out, there's a few that have severed limbs and things like that, and then there's a few that are sort of heavily bandaged. The rest of them look like in fine fighting form, even if they may be a little
Like
rough.
cuts
But
and-
yeah. But they're in fine fighting form.
I would say those 4, they were Julius's. A number of them are his close friends.
Right.
They fought hard to get him out.
And they can fight hard to get him out again. I will, just for the sake of brevity, talk with the person and use up whoever's the most injured will get my second level, and then my 4 first levels will go to whoever needs it. Just basically to get them to fighting form, because I without magic I have knives, so I'm willing to burn all my magic even if we get ambushed in the night. I'll still be
you
fighting
see their wounds start to close up, and they had been stabilized, but it was sort of a slower healing process. As you see them kind of start to heal, and their eyes kind of light, you can see they look exhausted, but they're thankful, and Julius comes over. Thank you.
Of course.
I appreciate it. And you watch as he's standing there talking to you. This kind of large, somewhat uncoordinated silver drake sort of bounds over and leaps up on him and starts licking his face as he grabs it. Sorry. It's good to see you, Halo.
Halo.
Yes.
It's nice to have friends fight with you.
Yes. His older brother, I lost.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I have to keep this one safe, and I turn to Char. Does
You see Halo is immediately over the Char, just and you see they start wrestling and tumbling around.
she's good? She won't hurt him.
All right. Halo might hurt her a bit, but he's
That thing is 4 times Char's size.
Don't
Why are you
worry.
worried about the dragon thing?
No, it's all right. He knows to play nice.
Oh, no, I think it's fine. But it's just weird priorities of don't worry, my tiny dog won't hurt your huge lizard creature.
She knows how to fight.
Yeah.
I trust
You
her.
see
She's okay.
Halo at one point is just on his back.
On their tummy,
Sometimes
showing
the bigger
submission.
ones.
True.
It's not what you expect.
I appreciate it.
Of course. I don't have a lot of magic, but what I do have I can use before we go to bed.
Get some rest.
Of course.
The silver hold,
Silverwatch.
silver watch. Thank you. How far away is it?
It's about a day and a half.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Would you like me to go have a look for your mark?
To Silverwatch?
Yes,
Like fly, he means.
sort of.
I was just curious. You know how much? I mean,
We can see it as a group.
you do whatever the fuck you want, mate. Go nuts. Wait,
You
no, wait.
I can't do whatever I want.
I was just curious how far it was, but if you want to,
I can go check it out.
You can go check it out. How?
I'll be back in a couple days.
No.
Oh wait, no, not
No,
like that. Come
Thistle.
on now, mate.
You said it was a couple days away?
Day and a half.
Why don't we just all go together?
It depends. It's about a day and a half if we travel through Yoronite territory, but there hasn't been much activity on the border. It seems.
Is there?
Let's do that.
Two birds, one stone.
Do we know? Yeah. Do we know? I'm sure, and this is who am I speaking? This is Julius. Right?
Julius, yeah.
You, I'm sure, know the best ways into the castle.
Yes. It depends. The best way would be to come in from the rear. It's the least defended, but they would know that we know that.
Yes.
They would know that we know that.
always
So my sense is that they probably have bolstered the defenses on the rear.
What
They
if
would be looking for an attack from the rear.
What about
what
from
if
a?
a few of us walk in through the front door?
That would be the rear door.
Right.
The
as
front of the cat.
faces Yarn.
Yes.
Would What about from above?
Well, there are some defenses, but they are for larger creatures typically.
Because if there's a way, like I know Thistle could change and maybe change the one of us into something big that flies, and if we can get dropped down, work our way in, and then push out.
They will likely have defenses set up for dragons or
Yeah.
a dragon attack, so.
Yeah, but we're small. We can be smaller.
We can be small. I can change someone too.
We were planning on just sort of lying our way past the door. Here's Praetor and his dagger of in
Soldier. Just regular soldier.
just regular soldier in Praetor.
That could work.
Yeah,
How
probably.
many? What's the garrison there right now?
I imagine Chimera probably has a host of maybe 50 soldiers. Maybe more. But
It's a lot of knife work, but if they're sleeping, it's easy.
We should go in at night.
she'll have her Drake with her as well. And some of her officers.
Is it magically protected? You know?
Silverwatch?
Yeah. In terms of if one were to teleport in there or scry or.
There are wards against scrying. I don't believe there are wards against teleportation. That's not generally something we have to deal with.
Really?
The enemy doesn't typically try to teleport.
You're in. Yeah.
But there are also some defensive wards.
Do you know if there are any Yornite outposts, like close to that territory?
Yes, across the lake from Silverwatch is Saretsburg.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The ground underneath was wet, where Mal was, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. Silverwatch is on a cliff.
No. I'm saying in the vision that we had with Mal, was the ground underneath? Like was he
I
somewhere?
think there was,
underground?
I think there was some, there was, he was in like
A damp dungeon.
Damp dank.
I'm looking for someone that I know is captured by the Yornites, and my sense is they took him as far away from actual Yorn as possible.
Yes, they keep a number of prisoners at Saretsburg.
Okay.
Saretsburg?
We hit that
Okay,
next.
yeah.
Right.
I think
Where is Saresburg?
it's across the lake from
You
Silverwatch.
should
Amazing.
check it out.
I can go check it out right now.
No, Thistle.
All right, I'll
We'll be
see you all in 3
Back
days.
in 10 days.
10 days. I
Yeah,
have
take your
10
time.
days.
Yeah, take your time, mate.
All right.
Have a good time.
If-
Bring
if
us back
he's-
something fun.
If he's there, and we get him out there, then that's another. That would be really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay.
A couple rescue missions. Pretty exciting, no?
So we're doing the other rescue first.
Yeah.
Then
Liberating
we're
Silverwatch.
going to the other.
Silverwatch
One for them,
first.
one for us.
Silverwatch, Sarsburg.
That's the way
Would,
heroes do it.
Would it be? And if we are able to help with Silverwatch, which we are, we plan.
Yeah, we're doing it.
If there is anyone who is willing to, any extra help going towards a Yornite garrison would be.
Are they actively at war with Yorn right now?
They're always kind of at war with Yorn.
So this attack wouldn't like trigger any bad political shit.
No,
Oh,
it
that's
had
never
been, there
stopped
had
us in
been
the
kind of
past.
an
Come on.
uneasy. There was an uneasy peace for a long time, and there was sort of raids here and there. But now that they're in a war with Taywin again, sort of all bets are off. The peace treaty that did exist is no longer. So they're like there has been.
Sorry, who's at war with Taywin? It's Yorn.
Yorin, yeah.
Yorin's says, "Fuck you to
but,
everybody."
But because they partly initiated that because Dathia was embroiled in a civil war, so they
had the resources to fucking
exactly. They're not worried about an attack,
Like an invasion.
from Dathia because
Oh, so they saw Dathia go civil war.
We're
and
gonna
they went,
collapse it.
Taywin
so-
time.
Yeah.
they were like
That
They
makes
don't have
sense.
to put
That's
their
what
red
happens a
forces.
lot of
a
the
lot
time.
of fighting in Caligai.
It's
around
the big
Caligai.
power has a civil war, and someone goes annex.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of assistants, who's coming along with us to
Silverwatch.
Silverwatch? Because
Well.
someone promised to disguise one of us, and I love that idea.
I was thinking, but of course I wanted to speak with you all first about your plan. But I think that we'll be. Some of us can come with you up front if that's what you need. But I thought we would also bring up the rear. So
Yes,
that
no, just one. That sneaky wizard. You know, there was. He was kind of flirty the way he talked. I think maybe green or blue or
Are
something.
you talking about Septima?
Yes.
She is. Yes. She.
You know the one who said I can
Yes.
disguise you.
Yeah.
I
Said
will
it
say.
cool style.
Ask Septima if you intend on taking her, because she will say yes. She is eager to get in the fight. at
Oh,
every
good. We
chance that
love
she can.
Septima.
Is that a good thing?
Well, it depends on who you ask. She's the head of the Emerald family, so
She probably should stay alive and away from the
some
action.
people think that, but she does not. She is.
I mean, I like that
That's
spirit
up to her
though.
then, yeah.
That
her
rocks.
brother was King Irax.
Oh,
If she dies, does she have heirs?
No,
okay.
she won't inherit the throne, though.
Oh, great.
Is that because she's a woman?
No,
No.
it's because the Kaissar
Whoa!
the country.
Oh, I understand. I meant like
Wow! Shy.
No.
It was a question because I was making sure that wasn't what was happening.
Okay,
It's
it
not
just seems like you're
bad.
manifesting patriarchy.
It's not.
You're gonna bring the word manifest into this conversation.
You're right, sorry, you should have heard of us.
The seat, the seat of power in Dathia is often, it's often chosen by an elected council
I understand.
of the High Family.
I wasn't sure if it was lineage-wise or what that.
Likely because there is no clear heir. It doesn't always pass to the next of kin within a family.
I understand.
So there will be fighting over who will sit the throne.
I understand.
There's already fighting.
Yes. But
Well, that makes-
Septima has taken over leadership of her family. I believe, though she has been separated from her family seat, I believe her grandfather is leading in her stead.
Yeah. My
That
grandfather. That's great.
That makes sense.
The
Thank you
house
for
is
the
the leader.
clarification. I'm in the
It's
dark
all
about
right.
it. I
I
appreciate
knew
it.
what you meant.
Thank you.
But you can take her, but if she dies on your watch.
I don't know if we should have that on our hands.
No, we're already taking this dog around, and
I
like,
think-
if that dies, we're in trouble, so.
The plan was to try and get as
Dies again.
I should also warn you, Septima holds no love for Whisper.
Okay.
Don't leave Septima alone with Char. Got
Can
it.
I ask? It's because, from my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it's because Whisper brokered the Pax Inferno, and he was the one who got it together. So my sense is she blames him,
Yes.
even though it was likely not his fault. What
Yes.
happened? Blame's got to sit somewhere. I understand that.
Yes. She holds a lot of. I also want to circle back to your question earlier about helping you on your
Thank you.
endeavor. Or yes, if we can reclaim Silverwatch, I know that I cannot promise that I would be able to join you, but I know that some of the company would, almost certainly. There is no love for the Oranites,
Me neither.
but many would wish not to stray too far from home. And
That's fair.
if we are able to reclaim Silverwatch, I don't know that I could leave right away.
Not
We're
as
trying to retake Silverwatch?
Yes.
No.
I thought we were just trying to sneak out a few guys.
No. We're trying to retake the.
Oh, let's fucking go then. Okay.
Quick question
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
What sort of state would you like Silverwatch in after we're done? Like defendable still.
Yes, ideally.
All right.
Ideally.
All right.
Defendable.
You see Thistle like starts ripping up some like plans.
I'm not sure. I don't know your plans, but I don't know that a siege
I think
would
we're-
be the
I think-
wisest
I think
decision.
our best option is
He
to
rips up another set of plans.
I got
cause
nothing.
them to send a patrol
Did you read?
to
Ow.
investigate. Would the encampment be able to be seen from the fortress if it was very on fire?
The outpost
The
we were just at.
smoke, yeah.
It's unlikely Silverwatch is set in the forest.
I
It's
think.
up on a hill, but
Do you feel confident that you could be Praetor
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
convince them that?
Look at me, I'm Praetor.
I feel confident he can be praised.
I can talk inside your mind over here.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I would also caution Chimera Touris, who holds the castle. She is ruthless and takes great pleasure in battle.
Do you think?
Do you think she would accept a challenge?
If you're asking if she would fight you one-on-one, she would let you think that it was one-on-one.
I only need to get her out of the castle.
She would not be alone.
Well, I wouldn't either.
She is...
You're stepping around something here.
She's hungry for battle, but she's not stupid.
Alright.
And she doesn't suffer pride in the same way.
All right.
Would she?
Need to fight someone.
If Silverwatch, when Silverwatch comes under attack, because we know Palace is in there. You say she has a bloodlust for battle. Is she cruel enough?
Yes.
Okay.
So we,
get the lads out,
Yes.
then take it.
but I
We
don't,
cannot risk.
I don't know how many. If they are well manned, it's going to be difficult to kill them all. We need a plan that either brings them out of Silverwatch.
I think if we can have Praetor say that the camp got, the outpost got attacked by Uranites, maybe they send a patrol out.
But is that going to? I don't know how many people do you think are currently
50.
50?
All we have to do is scatter them.
50.
We take out the
I
leadership.
mean, I can take 50.
Well, if we get in there at night,
Yeah, let's
we
check
can
it out.
avoid a lot of the worst of.
See, this is where my plan, and I start like holding the shards of paper together again. If I make it pointless to have Silverwatch, then they'll leave.
What time is it, Tim?
It's nighttime. It's like well into the night because
We
it's
should,
a while. It's like
we
We
should-
need to
around.
get the
Should
young
we
lads, and then we'll come circle around to your part 2 of Plan A.
The tourist family, that's Topaz. Topaz family, got it.
Sorry, is it Chimera Taurus or Chimera or Taurus?
No, Chimera Taurus.
Chimera
Topaz.
Taurus.
Taurus is the Topaz.
I need a chart, Tim.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
working
a
on it.
We're working on a Miro board.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm a visual learner. Okay.
Let's rest.
Yeah, let's, can I, just before bedtime, go over and find, it's Cassia Kaissar, right?
Yeah.
Cassio.
She's already asleep in a
Oh,
cot,
she's asleep.
snoring.
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna wake her.
You can see there's a bottle next to the floor,
I am going to.
next to the cot.
Your punch effects?
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
I am going to take out
Stunning strike.
just a spare set of wraps that I have, and I am just going to place them down next to her bed.
I would like to, before bed, go over to the fires,
Okay.
and I'd like to carve a little rune in.
Heck yeah!
We're
You
building our
see,
web.
there is like a fairly large, partially melted hearth.
Yeah.
The stonework itself is partially melted, but you see they do have a small fire in there.
Okay.
Kind of going.
Yeah, so I'd carve a little, sort of looks like probably like a circle, like a single line with like a circle with kind of a flame at the end. Yeah, and it's not a web because when I actually use it to traverse between 2 locations, both the runes in those locations are destroyed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It's one-time use.
Yeah,
it's one-time use at each location.
Cool.
it's very cool.
How many people can teleport with it?
As many as can move through in a minute.
That's very handy.
Yeah, but it has to be a hearth.
There has to be a fire lit at both sides, and I have to have carved a rune by it.
So if we get you into the prison,
Yeah. No, that's huge.
if we get you into the prison and we make a
If we
fire,
can get you into Silverwatch and get you near a hearth.
Yeah.
we can get
we can
everyone
It
out.
doesn't even need to be a hearth. It just needs to be a fire.
They can get 25 people
We put
in
it.
a
We
minute.
had a
That's
continual
true.
flame, and
Yeah.
we went through a continual flame. We could get
We
so
get
many
everyone
people
out. We just need to get you in.
Yeah. I like the idea that like I just like Mary just like wandered over and started carving, and
And
then
we're all like,
Mark came over and was like, "Oh, it's a web," and then everything just had
ever
this
needed.
Yeah.
It's just a. It's a
This
better
whole time we were like,
version.
how do we get into this castle? And you've had a literal,
Escape route.
It's a-
portable hole
it's a-
that you.
It's just a different way to do word of recall, except
Yeah.
with more people and like it's awesome. That's such a great spell.
I'm just double
Tim's
checking,
going,
but yeah, both
No, it's great.
both runes have to have an active fire source within 5 feet, and I learn while carving a rune which of the other locations have an active fire source.
We should probably tell people to
Doesn't
keep
take
this
fire
fire
damage.
going.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Well, I guess the idea would
Yeah,
be
it's a minute.
we go over, we sneak in,
Yes.
and when we're ready to call the cavalry, I let them know. I say, get everyone ready. We're going to do the thing. And then everyone from here swoops in.
Oh, I was thinking of getting the prisoners out through it, but you're right. We could get everyone from here into the castle.
Yeah.
That's a good way to clear 50 people.
Could we go back
only
and
keep it
forth?
up for a
If we-
minute.
If we
Everyone's
get
skinnies
to the,
up.
if we
Can
get to the
you-
prisoners, and then we continue a flame, bring everyone into the prison, and work our way
Too
out
late,
from
or is it
there.
Just from you to out.
I will check, but I can only keep it up for one. I can only keep the gateway open for a minute,
Yeah.
regardless of whether the flame continues. any creature within 5 feet of one of the fire sources can use 5 feet of its movement to step into that fire source.
It's
and exit
doorway.
from the other fire source.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's a
two-way.
doorway.
So it's two-way.
Straight, yeah.
It's a two-way
Massive.
doorway for a minute.
Massive.
As
That's
long
huge.
as both fires are lit.
The question
Fucking
is,
huge.
it's open for a minute. If someone's coming through, does it block someone coming in from the other side, or could we hypothetically send the prisoners through?
Maybe single file.
I feel like I feel like it's like tree step where it opens and it's like you're stepping through a threshold
Yeah.
Just
But
asking.
within that minute, send like because it's like what like 4 people that are in the
five.
prison.
We can
Four
get
or
a
five
ton of
prisoners.
organized
We can
people
get
through it.
we can get 5 people in.
Yeah.
And then however many through because a lot of these people are injured as well. Like we're not sending
How many
the entire
people can
troop.
go through a doorway in a minute?
I mean, if they practice.
Things were right.
A lot. Yeah.
Talk to some clowns.
If you have 30 people lined up ready to go through a doorway,
I like the idea that they're super stoked and they all get ready and they all go in and they all get stuck. They like jam up the door.
door's too thin. No.
You just stop working lats.
So it's a day and a half, so we're gonna have to travel there.
Yeah.
And then attack at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we bring the heir apparent so that she can. We got it figured. We know the plan. We all know the plan. We don't have to say it out
We're
loud
taking
again.
the
We're all
same
thinking the same thing.
So, what we do need
Uh huh.
is a moment of chaos when everyone is entering. And there's one person I know who's desperate to cause some chaos.
Miri.
Yeah.
That too.
very.
It's not me. I don't.
If we attack during the
Can't
night,
help causing
we
chaos.
can go to where a lot of them are sleeping. And all of a sudden there can be a big dino rage monster and someone stabbing them all. And then we have a group doing prison extraction.
I should do that. I can pick one.
Yes, splitting the party. It's perfect.
I would like to talk through the entire plan, top to bottom, very quickly, so we're all on the same page.
Sure. Yes.
we
is
are
that a
right.
bit or is that?
No,
actually-
that
is what you want.
I'm 100% serious because I'm not 100%
we need to clarify.
confident.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would
Fire
like
it up.
someone else to talk through
Oh,
the
because
plan.
you don't know the plan.
I
I thought you were gonna lay it out for us.
No, please.
Do we want to use the Praetor method to get in, or are we using a different method?
I think the Praetor method to get in
Preacher method gets us in.
keeps us all together.
My worry is that is... When you tell a lie, you should never tell a verifiable lie. Try to avoid lies that people can fact check you on.
Because if someone casts sand into Praetor Carcass, he's dead.
Well, they'll send it to me and I'll say hello.
Nope, they'll send it to a corpse.
Yes.
And it won't go through.
Also, any amount of disguising beyond the cap lasts an hour. So,
I could sneak in by myself.
no. I can be invisible.
We have other tools at our disposal to make sure that a sneak in goes well.
Yes.
Like we have other ways. I know there's some like noodle control
We could noodle.
available.
I could control somebody's noodle.
I even have limited noodle control now.
Oh,
You've seen it, felt it, experienced it.
probably, yes.
Yeah.
You felt her noodle.
A little bit.
Not in Pride Month, guys. Let's move on.
So the plan is we get in.
TBD.
Jess, you're my fucking favorite person.
So good.
Getting
Happy
in.
Pride.
The getting in is TBD. We'll figure that out on the day. We'll figure that out on the day.
We get Miri down to the prison.
Yes.
I can do that.
Miri makes flame. Gets the prisoners out and the soldiers in.
Yep.
Now, this might seem like a stupid question, but you have a way to conjure flame at will, correct?
Yes.
All right, that would have just been...
That would have been so
would've been
funny.
very
Get to the
bad.
prison and be like, oh fuck, who has a
Okay.
Flintstone?
We can make a fire, and then we're rolling to make a fire. I don't want to get there.
who has kindling?
Got moss, but it's pretty wet. Is that gonna
I see smoke.
I see smoke.
Damn.
It's just steam.
All the soldiers are like, the prison smoking?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the plan is drop in all the people, take the place, have a good time.
So we Praetor in,
Praetor
and
in.
we fire it
Yes.
Yes.
Are we?
No, we Praetor in, and then we fire everybody else in.
while getting the
Yes.
prisoners out.
4 out, 46 in.
And
Yes.
I just want to reiterate, we're happy with the Praetor plan.
We can figure it out on the day.
Because we can also do invisible. we
It's a
can do-
day and a half away. We'll
do
look at the
teleportation.
place. We can We can get in. Getting in's the easiest part.
We'll need to signal. We'll need to signal back to here.
We'll let everyone.
Tiberius comes over. Can you guys shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep.
Okay, so
Alright, Tiberius.
This is
We'll
how-
plan in the morning. We'll plan
on
in the morning.
on a different
In the
note.
morning we plan.
The record.
At dawn.
Since
we'll plan.
1992, the Dutch National Code set requirements for width of emergency doors. The requirements
Fuck's
depend on the
sake.
number of persons that rely on the
He's
emergency
reading
door.
a research
According to
paper.
the building degree, a door width of 1 meter is sufficient to let at least 135 persons pass during the period available for safe escape. 1 minute.
Holy
Now,
shit!
Dutch would know.
The Dutch.
Okay, I'm gonna write a note. 135 people back.
Severix, go get 100 more people.
That many soldiers.
No, but that does mean we could get
I'm just,
them
I
out
just
and
wanted,
we can
I just
easily,
wanted
yeah,
to
we
come
can
up with.
easily
I
do
just
that.
wanted to establish a
Fuck
number.
yeah. Citation
Science-
acquired.
Thank you, Holland.
Science direct capacity of doors during
No,
evacuations.
this is the Procedia Engineering 20 volume.
We
3,
fucking
21.
check our
Volume
sources.
3 is a great volume.
Yeah,
I was
get
just-
25 people through in a minute.
Okay, I just wanted to
29,
establish a
yeah,
number.
24.
That's my favorite thing you've ever done. Thank you so much.
Well, there's 25.
It's on the
souls,
sheet.
plus
It's on
the
my spell
7
now.
of the rebel. There's like around 35 to 40.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
great,
Which
we're
is
great.
which gives us
Let's go to
a
bed.
space for 100.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to bed.
I'm gonna take second watch.
We're gonna change warfare.
I don't think we need to take.
I'm,
Dude,
I
this
think we
spell, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly before bed go around do a little more cure wounds with some with.
Yes, I'll do,
You know what's
I'll
gonna-
do the same.
four
What I
slots.
reckon is
I'll burn through all the rest of my spell slots.
if this becomes a warfare staple, there'll be like
No
a
hearts.
there'll be a law passed that at nighttime during a castle you cannot light a fire. Like it's like
Yeah.
fully it'll like change warfare.
That's
Let's
4
hope they don't
first
realize what
level
happened.
cure wounds, 3 second level cure wounds, 3 third level cure wounds,
Yeah.
and 4 second
Burning
level cure.
Everything.
All my spells pre-bed, healing people.
Yeah, you,
'Cause I'm gonna go to
you
sleep
bring
first.
everybody back up, like between the rest of you. Dalik is very thankful. She's like, well, that's great. I actually get to sleep tonight.
Are
And
you a fighter?
yeah, I'm pretty good with an axe,
Okay.
but I prefer to get up there and stabilize.
Right.
You're like a field medic.
I will explain this plan to Severix just now, just so that like he has the night to think about it.
This is good. Yeah.
Does
Sorry, I'm quite tired.
Sorry, we're
love you,
gonna.
No, it's all right.
did
We plan at nighttime. Most people plan at dawn.
did
but-
Dalika?
I
It's
was gonna say
Dalika,
it's
right?
today. Yes, Dalika is.
Does she have a holy symbol?
No, Dalika doesn't seem to be. Doesn't have any holy symbol.
Oh shit.
You see, the only ones that you notice that have holy symbols are Nero, who has a holy symbol of Ciliat, and you also know before bed, Julius pulls out a small, like a small necklace, and seems to say a quick prayer.
Before I go to bed, I would like to ritual cast Identify on this vial of golden oil that I have in my notes and the ruby scale dagger.
I think you did on the.
I already
dagger
did on the
already.
dagger. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
remember what I did.
it's. I think it's a. It was a +1, and it's considered like it does magical.
Cool.
It's considered magical.
Sick.
And the oil is oil of sharpness. I will send it to you over the break.
Sweet.
It does.
And-
Um.
I'm gonna send to softly.
Okay.
Got 500 gold pieces worth of platinum. I didn't plan this out. Happy to receive gun now or with remainder of money if you'd prefer.
Okay.
Is that a word?
Considering this payment is quite late, in lieu of interest, I will send once the remaining coin arrives.
Mary, how much do you need?
I need about.
How do we get the coin to her?
I have no idea.
Same way,
I
same
asked.
way she gets the gun to us.
Yeah, I asked at the time, and she was like, "It'll be fine." We said 1,600 still owed, so that's 1,100 left.
I got you.
Oh, okay,
You owe me, but I got you.
cool. I'll use got another spell slot. Last one.
Hey, weird thing. Actually, I have the whole amount.
Hey, weird.
Fully wasn't
thing.
trying to lowball you.
Actually,
Let's see if I can steal.
got it all. Ready when you are. Out of magic for day, but here all night.
Very well. I will send to you. Please stay still.
Mary does not move an inch. Just
So as you stand there,
1100 owed from Miri. It's in the fucking notes.
as you stand there, you watch as there is kind of this like silver, like kind of goldish energy appears in front of you, and then there's sort of a blue spark at either end as it shoots out, and you see a box roughly about this size, kind of wooden ornate box. You see one end of the box, and it's just floating in space in front of you. You see there is it opens on one side, and you see there is essentially like a small funnel. It just says coin.
I drop it all in.
You drop it all in, and you hear it kind of clink down, and then it shuts, and you watch that same kind of golden energy disperses around the outside as it opens, and you see what looks almost like a blunderbuss.
Oh, so
Do you
cool.
want to describe what it looks like?
Yeah. It looks like a classic blunderbuss. It looks like an elongated old timey pistol, but like with a bit of a bigger sort of barrel horn opening at the end, with like sort of like some dark hues, a little bit of like purpley color to it, and like gold sort of etching and everything around it. And then it would have like the gem that's powering it would be like an orange flamey looking gem. And there's what look like exhaust ports on the side.
As you touch it, the crystal takes on that kind of orange glow.
Holy shit.
This is gonna be really good for a sneak attack.
Yeah, you're joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool.
It's gonna be so loud. But I'm excited to see you
I'm
blast.
excited to try this.
You see etched on the side, it appears as you pick it up and the crystal kind of glows. You see kind of gold lettering appear on the side as you hold it. This weapon is called the Blunder Wonder.
That's great.
Also,
That's very funny.
So good.
you know what we just witnessed, right?
What?
We witnessed a little money hole.
That was like a mini money hole.
It was a little mini money hole.
Okay, so I gotta say, one of my favorite things to do with the gun, you cast silence, and then you fire the gun from within the silence, and it is quiet because
But it's good.
You know what
Thanks for telling me that before I rest.
But
You
you,
know-
gotta
you
call
know-
the,
So
you
well.
gotta call the spell Silencer.
No, but you know what
Yeah.
you can do? Because you can cast silence on an object. You just cast it on the gun.
silence
It still makes it.
Fucking yeah, John.
You can cast it on an item.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
Yay! We have an incredible video from our dear friend Jen, so you can see her glass and gemstone dice in a little video here. It's about like a minute or so long. So stick around, and you can type !Yaniir in the chat to go see all of her dice. It'll show the link to her website. You can get these super sweet shirts on all of your classes. There's like 3 different DM shirts, which is I really like. That one was my favorite one. I like that one's the best.
You wake up, wake up,
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
That's what my son does to me. He goes, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Nice. That's good.
We are going to be back in a tight 10, so stick around for part 2. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye.
Bye. trouble and you don't know what to do. Gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some ass for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater will roll some dice for you.
The Blunder Wonder.
The Blunder Bread.
It's beautiful.
We overdid the snacks, guys.
I
Snacks, okay.
have a little pile.
We went too far.
I'll send it over. I'm sending it over now. I'll format it properly tonight. And make it all nice and pretty. So, you now have your gun. What else would you like to do this evening as you bed down for the night?
I think are we taking watches?
I'll
Do we
take
do
second watch with Thistle.
I'm pretty
Yes.
good. I will need to sleep because I'm a little because after I got knocked out, but I can take a watch as needed.
I can do a watch.
No, you have to sleep first.
Sleep first.
Right. Yeah, I have to sleep first.
Why don't you and I take?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So we post up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see there's a few patrols of soldiers kind of heading out, and the fire is quite dim at this point. It's quite dark.
As long as we're doing the watch, can you spot me just for a hot second?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm just gonna. Where are we? Like,
So you are in the great hall of this very old castle. You can see there are some hallways that kind of go off. Doesn't seem like anybody's heading down the hallways. Everybody's kind of gathered in the great hall. There is some rubble and things like that. Some of it's partially collapsed. But yeah, you were kind of just off to the sides of where this kind of massive gash is in the front.
you can sort of look out and stuff. Yeah. It's just as we're tucked in our little hidey hole, peeky.
You
corner.
could travel down some of the hallways if you want.
No, it's okay. This place is fine as ever. I think it's just something that Mark has been putting off. But in lieu of today's events, he needs some answers. So as he's sitting there, he sort of takes his jacket off, and hanging from his right wrist is this little, basically a locket, just on a silver chain, and it's just a simple little silver locket.
Has Shy ever seen that before?
Yeah, it's something that he will cast from sometimes.
Understand.
Like if he's ever casting a spell, it's usually like with
a
his
flick.
right hand, and so it is, his spell focus when he uses one.
Is that how you do magic, Mark? Or like part of it?
Yeah, sometimes it's if I really need to add a little oomph.
Like my mama's staff would be.
Exactly.
I
yeah.
understand.
It was a gift from my father. I think he used it when he was adventuring, and I just want to take a second and remember how he got it.
I understand.
And I would like to cast legend lore
Oh, shit.
my father's locket.
All right. So as you do, and you kind of raise it up, you notice the light in the room starts to almost pulse like a strobe. As your vision shifts, you start to see images. They move very briefly, and you get a sensory hit alongside them. You see a gnome taking great pleasure in smithing the silver, fashioning a small hinge and clasp. You see it sit on a dusty shelf in a shop. You get that antique smell. You see the outline of an armored figure adorned with a fine half cape. Their face not quite visible in the shadow. You feel the warmth as runes are carved into the silver. You hear a click. And you see a mouth move. And then in profile. And you know there should be sound, but the sound is total silence as something is whispered. The locket is closed and you hear the click again. You feel the heat of a sweaty palm clutching the locket. You can feel the horse beneath the rider buck violently and shake. The taste of blood fills your mouth. You feel the locket slip out of your sweaty hand. You feel it land in silt and sink slowly. Flashes go by of the river rising and falling around this locket as finally it slips through something, a crack, as it falls farther and farther into the earth, slowly sliding. And finally you feel yourself drop into a bowl. And you hear the drip of water as this natural bowl fills up slowly with water. You feel the water begin to get more thick over the years. What feels like centuries, maybe. As the smell of this cavern fills your nose. There's a violent splash as a bloody hand and face are slammed into the liquid. And you see a vision of fear. Your father, desperate for air, as another hand pushes down, keeping his face submerged in the liquid. You feel his hand reaching in the basin before it finds the locket. As it clicks, you see his eyes go wide, and the last of his breath expelled. As you feel and see tendrils reach from the locket, entering the wounds. You come back to.
Fuck. Was that as illuminating as you needed it to be?
No, not really. I think my dad was just scared. Like I was with the fucking displacer beast. I think people will do anything to not die, which makes sense.
Someone told me not so long ago that fear is the first part of being brave.
I think I was kind of hoping that it would be a lot more sinister.
What you saw?
Yeah, he's just trying to find something so he wouldn't die. And I had thoughts maybe, it'd be some absurd cult or some mad grab for power, but he just wanted to keep breathing, I think. It's just, I guess you're the right person to talk to about this, where sometimes I don't know why, but I think it's easier to be mad at a parent than see them as a whole person.
Of course it is.
I think being a hero should be simple. And I don't think that's the case. And the more I see, I don't think heroes so much exist. There's just people who want to hurt people and people who hurt them instead, I think. And if that helps you, then there's a hero.
think it's okay, Mark, to hold two things being true at the same time. I don't think that it's all or nothing like that. The idea, what you came into this whole thing trying to do, the idea of being a hero. I remember that talk we all had about whether we were going to be heroes or not. You can hold yourself to an ideal, do the things you want to do, but we always got to accept that it's very rare that things work out perfectly. My mama, she did this thing this one time where she sent a something that was low floating just out into the ocean, and she said, "Now you watch. The tide will bring that back, and it's gonna be different. It's still the same thing. It's this little boat. I don't know what it was for. Some ritual or something. Came back maybe 4 or 5 days later. It was covered in kelp. Pieces of it were broken. But it was still a boat. And it did what she needed it to do. You can start out trying your best, as long as you're okay with things changing a little bit along the way.
What do you want to do? Say we see Adri grow into a strong young man, not beholden to anyone. You have enough money that you're not beholden to anyone, and we see your mother alive and well and basking in the glow of her family united. What do you want to do then?
I don't know, Mark. To be honest, I've never been someone or been in a position where I could think further than like a couple days ahead of me. And that was both by necessity, but also by I couldn't think farther than that because things were changing and moving so quick that to plan that far ahead was just going to get myself disappointed and heartbroken. The last time I did that was when I said goodbye to Mal, when I left Yoren that morning, and my whole life changed. We'd had plans. We were going to build a life together. But it didn't turn out that way.
Hasn't turned out that way yet. We're gonna get him, and I guess, well, we'll see.
But if I am taking a moment to think about what you're asking, I want to go finish my painting apprenticeship.
Where? Where did that happen?
I was in, well, we left Kaissar, me and my dad and Adri, and we were going to be going to Ellery by boat, but the boat got stopped in Yoren, and then, for reasons I would find out later, was likely my father's dead. We had to stay.
Ellery is where the painting happens.
No, I learned how to paint in Yoren.
Yoren? Painting happens in Yoren?
So, before...
Sorry, I thought it was just piss. Sort of piss and crime.
So there was a family, a clan, that was in control of Yoren before the Bjorn. And Yoren was prosperous, and things were good. And even though we weren't shifters, my dad had work. Adri was apprenticing an apothecary, and I was apprenticing to be a painter, an artist. I had a teacher that I really liked, and I was going to be doing like landscapes and portraits and stuff like that, paintings for people's houses and whatever work I could do. And then the Isle Sign took over, and my dad lost his job, and things got hard. and everything just tended to tumble down from there. But maybe that's me being nostalgic, but me being able to create and paint is something that brings me a lot of joy.
Painting.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't finish my apprenticeship.
Well, not
I'd
yet.
like to go back and do that.
Okay.
I don't even know if my teacher's there anymore.
We can find a better teacher.
Maybe.
Good.
What do you want to do, Mark?
I'd
Because I
like
don't see you.
to help you get to your apprenticeship.
Okay. Because I don't see you taking over a shipping company or boat company or whatever the heck your family does.
Yes, build ships.
Right, okay, sorry. My dad is a shipwright. He builds ships too.
I mean, we don't build them. It's very complicated.
Okay. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I think in that
The
moment,
most captain of the lacrosse team. You wouldn't understand. It's,
shy in that.
my dad owns a dealership of cars, but it's not like he sells cars. You know, he sells a lifestyle.
It's also in that shine. That moment is class divide. Like, oh yes, a class divide.
I'm gonna use the loud time.
I'm time.
But in any case, helping other people do things is a very noble thing to want. But what do you want other than that for yourself? If I want painting for myself, what do you want for yourself?
I don't know. Found out today that if I'm not careful, that I can my dad didn't really know what he was doing, and my brains are probably going to turn into worms. And I guess that just means that my vision for my own future is limited, I suppose. Perhaps the best thing that I might be able to do is to be forgotten. And that might be perhaps the most heroic thing that I can do. But I'm not sure.
I know this is a pretty obvious thing for me to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, just in case you forget. You are not your roommate. That is an objective fact. You cannot refute me on the fact that you two are different entities.
We are. But I am the one he lives with. And there might be a way that I can make him live with someone else, but that's not nice. So, for the time being, he's my roommate.
But he's not you. You're going to tell me no, but your head's nodding yes. So.
No, I know he's not me.
Good. Because we're in your corner. And as someone who fights in a ring, you need a good person in your corner, and you have 4 of them.
For now, we'll make sure we get Mal out of his nasty corner. And we'll see about your mother. And we'll go from there.
I feel like something that would be pretty healing would be to put your dad and my dad in a room together. And just sit and watch what happened. I'd probably get a laugh out of that.
Why? Because you'd like fight him, or
No, because I'd have another person to be like, reminisce about that parents can be failures a little bit too.
my dad is very successful.
Mark's dad would never associate with your dad. He's too poor.
You're asleep.
I'm saying it as Adam. How dare you think someone of such aristocracy would deign?
Mark's dad would gladly offer your dad a job.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he doesn't offer the jobs. He talks to someone who.
In any case, Mark.
We could lend your father a dinner jacket, so at least he meets the dress code. It's a club, you know. It's with it.
Oh man, Mark.
It's just rules, you know.
We come from a very different set of rules.
Yes.
The people who would be at these clubs
Mm-hmm.
that your dad would sneak away and come and watch the fights that I was in.
Yeah, so the good seats.
There ain't no seats in the matches I
Oh, well then we're going to different fights.
Good night, Mark. We haven't even rolled perception
checks for both of you.
Adam, are you
the first
sorting
20
your
minutes of the
gummies or
night.
making art?
My little man.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
goes over
that's a
Hey, got them
unnatural
titty.
20s. That's a yeah.
I'll take a photo and put it in the
It's
Discord.
an affront
Thank
to
you.
God. 20.
I mean, are you going to put it in the Discord now or
Yeah.
when this airs?
We're gonna put it right now, and everyone's gonna
context.
be like,
No
I guess I'll
context
find
at
out about
all.
this at some point.
19.
Look
19.
forward to this.
It's a fairly quiet night. You see there's a bit of starlight that comes through. No moons. That's about it.
Okay.
Who do you wake up for the next watch?
Thistle.
Yes, perfect. I have stuff to do.
Oh no.
Hearing I have stuff to do,
Wake them all up. Wake them all up.
I go over to Esper and I
Sorry, I'm just putting my art in the
Historically,
Discord.
historically, Esper has a terrible track record of stopping me from doing stuff.
Hey, Miri, did you get enough to sleep?
Yeah.
To sleep.
Yeah, I got enough.
You get enough to sleep?
Did you get enough to sleep?
Sleep to do.
We need someone to be on watch
Oh, to watch out for people.
to watch how the watch goes.
Yes.
Make sure the watch goes okay.
I need someone to watch while I do my stuff.
Sure. I'll watch for you doing your
Watch as
stuff.
Watchman.
I go over to Esper.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I sleep here?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You want me to watch?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool.
All right, you two watch.
Good night.
Do my stuff.
No, Thistle.
Thistle.
Listen.
I have a very good plan.
What is it?
You can't ask too many questions.
No, I'm gonna ask all of the questions because last time I didn't.
All right, I need you
Bad
to
things
watch
happen.
me while I go into a trance briefly.
Okay.
What are you gonna do in the trance? Wait, tell us ahead of time.
If he's physically here, I think it's fine.
Is it though?
I'm not convinced, to be perfectly honest.
All right, you two have fun. I'm just
No,
going
no.
to be sitting here.
Mary asked you a question.
What are you gonna do in the trance?
Cast a spell.
Obviously.
Yes.
Why don't you want to be honest with us?
I can see
Because
the spell
you're-
list and I know what he's gonna
Because
do.
you're going to tell me that it's a bad idea.
Is it a bad idea?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Don't make us wake up shy and ask if it's
All
a bad
right,
idea.
all right, all right.
Oh fuck
I
yeah!
have
I
the
just saw
ability.
it.
I can't wait to hear what the spell is.
I have the ability to cast a spell that allows me to invade one person's dreams. One person I'm familiar with. Not even know.
Okay. And
Certainly try.
are you gonna continue to force me to ask questions if I want to?
I will just elaborate on my plan.
Yeah,
To
please.
save time and to make this an engaging medium of entertainment.
I think I think the people really want to see me pull this out of you like I'm
All right.
extracting teeth.
My plan was to cast a dream and invade the dreams of Chimera.
Are you familiar with them?
It says, the exact wording is, Choose a creature known to you. I know. They are known to me.
No, that's you know of them. They are not known to you.
Would you say that
Choose a creature you know in the biblical sense.
that's not what it says?
It says pick
known
someone you
to."
fucked.
No, you have to have interacted with this person. It's not like a.
That would have been someone you know.
No. I'm making a ruling on this
Known
one.
to could be anybody.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's
know what?
That's why I'm not gonna
I
go
have
with
a
that.
name,
You know what, Thistle? This sounds like a great idea. You should try it.
but I had such a good plan. I have so many notes about
He
it.
tears up another set of notes.
This is ridiculous.
What were you gonna do in the dream?
If we can
In
help.
the dream, I can make myself appear as a monstrous entity.
Okay.
Right.
And I was going to make myself appear as Rumprix. I was going to tell her, I was going to make it appear as though she was witnessing the battle between Rumprix and Fulgor. And I was going to implore her for help, to send as many people as she can to assist Rumprix in his battle against Fulgor.
That's a good plan.
That's a good plan.
I try and empty the keep. But you raise a good point. Known to is a very vague term that I might have interpreted very differently. But I'm still gonna cast the spell. But not on her now. Now there's a new target.
Who do you know? Who do you know?
Who is known to you?
No, yeah, who's known to you? You don't have to know them. You just have to.
I'm going to cast it on Mal.
Oh.
Jeez, Louises, you and all your coins.
I'm gonna cast it on Mal. And I'm gonna make it as though it appears to him like Shy is coming in a dream.
He's witnessing Rumprex and.
Phrasing?
And I'm going to try and figure out where he is.
Okay.
You could just ask him.
I will.
Why the deception?
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
Okay.
Wait, what exactly is your deception that you're gonna do?
I'm
He's gonna be shy.
You're gonna be shy.
Yes.
You gonna sound? No, I'm asleep.
Are you gonna? Can you talk like shy? Convincing?
Let him cook.
Yes.
Okay.
Working on the fly here.
Let him cook.
I'm sous chefing.
I'm shy. Pretty good.
Yep.
Yep.
Got the accent and everything.
Yep.
I feel bad eating gumbo.
You don't believe me. That's a natural one. It's clear I don't think it's a good shy impression.
Yeah, but you also don't believe in my plan, so.
You don't know that. I actually think it's a good plan.
So, I'm going to try and dream of Mal.
Okay.
Well,
We'll watch.
have Mal dream of me.
It's fun to dream about.
We'll watch
Sorry,
you.
what?
I dream of Mal.
All right, I'm gonna cast 5th level spell. I'm not gonna appear as Shy. I'm just gonna appear as Thistle, and I'm gonna appear in Mal's dream if he is asleep.
Are you saying Mel or Mal?
It's Mal.
Mel?
Who's the Mal?
Mal.
Who's Mel?
Mal.
But
Is there a
he's
Mel?
an accent. No, he's got an accent. It's Thistle accent. That's
Mal.
Mel. I'm Thistle.
We meet a new person named Mel.
no,
I'm
it's
saying Mal.
Like
with
Mal.
an A.
As in Malcolm.
Malcolm. No, like milk that you drink.
Yeah, like from
a cow.
Like when you drink milk from a cow.
Milk from a cow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Mal
like a
is-
cow that you tip.
Mal is asleep.
Okay, so I appear in his dream. Why are you opening your eyes in your dream? It's very strange.
I was sleeping in my dream.
Oh,
Shit dreams, dude.
whoa.
No.
I feel like this is going to be a bigger conversation.
No, I was concentrating, and you see he's got like his bow out in front of him, and he's tinkering with it.
Oh, look at that. You dreaming of tinkering with your bow.
Yeah.
All right.
Sharpening the arrows, stringing the bow.
Getting your vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I could.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out where you are. Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dungeon.
Yes, more specifically.
I think I'm in the eastern part of Yorin.
All right. Is it wet here?
Yeah.
Damp.
It's definitely damp.
All right. And you think you're close to the border. I think I might know where you are.
Well, why don't you come and get me?
We are.
Oh.
We just have to figure out where we're going, hence why I'm here.
Are you? And he reaches out and touches you.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know, that's the weird part.
Yeah.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I don't normally dream about you.
That's offensive.
Why?
Because I'm wonderful. Would you like to go somewhere? I can make the dream anything.
Uh,
I snap my fingers and we're in Taylor, in the apartment that we saw him last in.
oh yeah, no, this is pretty nice.
They'd come a bit comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm just watching Thistle snapping.
Oh,
They're in the
you know
apartment,
what?
and he's
You know
in,
what?
he's in lingerie.
I've got it. And I snap my fingers again, and
very
we're
Ghost
at that
versus
beach
Past.
where we had the sauna and the cold plunge.
That's your sauna.
You know?
You know, I can do this for 8 more hours.
So the next 3 streams.
He goes, do you have to?
I'm sorry. Do you have somewhere to be?
I just,
Your dreams are for yourself.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
But I appreciate it. I would love,
I mean, I was gonna stay out here.
yeah, we can.
I was gonna stay out here and while you sauna.
Well, let's do it together. I don't
Well, there's already someone in there that you might want to see.
Oh my god, I just got it!
Oh, wow, Thistle, this is. I don't really have 2
It's
minds
not who
on
you
this.
think.
It's not who I think.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clickbait you into going to the sauna.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
It's not who you think.
He's so thrown off by that. He really thought.
I'm like
he
watching
figured
you
it
yes and yourself.
Sorry. I know that it's a choice to deal damage to
15.
someone with a spell, but I feel like at this point
15,
it's
yeah.
no longer a choice.
out. Yeah, he
15.
goes, oh god. Okay, I gotta know.
All right.
He goes.
It's
over.
customary to take off all your clothes before going to the sauna.
Sorry.
That is true.
It's the custom.
You're straddling the line.
It's almost a nightmare for
That's
Mel.
pretty much what this is.
He
Almost
goes.
a nightmare
No,
for
he's gonna have to make the save. He has to make the save or take damage. I'm sorry.
Mel.
Can you imagine if I
You're
kill
gonna
Mel?
That's the
him.
monstrous thing.
That's the monstrous thing is this.
Get your dick out.
It's the custom.
So
You have to honor the custom.
such a boomer. Like it's so ridiculous.
Why isn't your dick out? What are you doing? You're being offensive.
Honor the local.
Why are you clothed?
I'm gonna invite you again. He goes.
If you don't get naked, this will never happen again.
This is how they do it in Europe.
He kind of laughs a bit to himself. And
I'll
he
be out
takes-
here.
yeah. Okay. He takes off his clothes. Yeah, oh yeah. He's ripped. Looking a little thin, but
It's fine.
he opens the door.
And Thistle sitting inside.
This is being John Malkovich now. Thistle.
And he goes.
He has to make the save.
he goes-
I'm
he goes,
sorry. It's
absolutely. Hold on,
hold on.
legally
And he goes-
obliged.
And he goes.
We're coming to get you.
And then he disappears.
Oh, what a nightmare! You're in prison, you're dreaming about bow maintenance, and then a fucking tree man turns up, goes, "We're going to the sauna."
And you're- to be
you
clear,
have
naked
no
in the
choice,
sauna. You have to
and
get
you have
naked.
to get naked, or else no sauna. And then we're coming to get you.
That's for naked Thistle with no armor.
Naked.
Naked in the sauna.
It's the gusto.
So fucking threatening.
Damp wood.
Holy shit, dude. Through the hazy steam of the sauna, and naked Thistle, eyes fucking wide with rage. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh, holy shit. What an insane person you are.
Think what I could have done if I went to visit Chimera.
Yeah.
You see, Thistle comes out of his trance with a little smile on his face.
That went well.
How'd it go? Yeah.
Yes,
went
he's
good?
definitely where we thought.
Okay, great.
Yeah, he might have hurt himself a little bit. Not my doing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I believe you.
I don't.
Do you want to roll a save? I don't know. That's up to you. I wasn't meaning for it
I
to
did.
be monster.
No, never
Did
mind.
he
I
save?
believe you.
Okay, thank God.
Because
it's quite a lot of damage.
Okay.
3D,
It's
3d6 psychic, I think.
Yeah, but he's also trapped in that.
No, he's trapped and then he doesn't get a full night's rest.
He's trapped.
He's gonna wake
in
up
the
exhausted.
sauna.
Finnan killed a guy with this spell.
So-
You did.
Give him an aneurysm.
So Thistle, I know I make fun of you sometimes for like wild and crazy ideas,
Yeah.
but that seems like that went well and it was a good one.
Yes,
Thanks
totally
for doing
normal.
that. Yeah.
All right.
I can't.
Also, he dreams about stringing a bow. He needs more excitement in his life.
He's trapped, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a
So-
wanting to get power back. It's a way he's in control. That makes sense.
All right.
Perception checks for your watch.
Oh yes, we have to do that still. Guidance.
Natural one.
The image of a naked Thistle in a sauna.
Wasted. You got something in your
Bounces
eye
up.
all night. It's
Yeah.
just bugging the shit out of you.
22.
22?
Natural 20 for 24.
Whoa, okay.
I've had 2 disappointing nat 20s this
No, that's
week.
where we needed it. Cause watch this.
You notice.
Oh, shit.
Where do you keep your dragon mark?
I keep it on my belt.
Okay. You notice Shy is lying on her side, and you can see the dragon mark on her belt has shifted in such a way where it looks like it's almost floating a little bit.
Almost like it's being magnetized.
Oh no.
What direction?
Towards one of the hallways.
Fulgo.
Something's happening.
What? I have something in my eye.
Something is happening. The pendant.
Fulgo. He's magnetic.
I don't know.
Well, how long has it been?
Not a full night.
It's not a full night.
We should investigate.
It's fairly early in your watch.
We should investigate.
She's just gone to sleep.
We're healed up.
You two wait here.
I'll come with you.
No. We need as many people here as possible.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself. I'm gonna go towards that hallway.
All right.
Do you take the dragon mark with you?
You won't get a full night's rest.
Well, whatever,
It's
man.
it's early in her rest, so she could go back to sleep
Okay.
presumably after whatever happens.
I'm now, like, honestly, just because of... I don't want to anymore. You just seem too keen. You want me to go into the sauna, and I don't want to take my clothes off.
Listen.
I don't want to abide by the custom.
Listen.
I hate it's the custom
There's
so
now a
much.
sauna guy out in the world.
Okay, in this moment, while this is happening, I'm gonna the thing that's been stuck in my eye all night, which is why I rolled the natural one and had a terrible watch. I'm gonna try and like get it back further into the middle of my eye. Like I'm gonna swoop it back into my eye as I cast augury with a spell slot, and I'm gonna ask, is this a friend or foe?
Oh,
Oh,
great.
did you point it out?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
pointed it
I
out?
pointed-
Yeah.
yeah.
You pointed at something's weird.
As a friend?
Thank you. Thank you. It's a friend. I think this is okay.
Okay.
It's fair. Fulgo.
I'll
Yeah, I think it's
take the
full
dragon mark then and follow it.
Take it off my belt.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
While I'm asleep. My passive's a 17.
Make a sleight of hand check.
It's a -5 while you're unconscious.
Okay.
Because you have
Fine.
disadvantage.
You could just ask. So high. So high.
26.
He's actually taken it 3 days ago.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this whole thing? Yeah. And I'll follow it.
All right.
I am invisible still, but
You feel a slight magnetic pull as you travel down the corridor. You see this ruined castle is mostly made out of iron or iron ore and some stonework, but you see that the whole thing is mostly metal. As it kind of guides you through this corridor, you can see there's a number of collapsed tunnels. As you travel down for quite a ways, it's dark. It leads you down a number of turns, corridors that still remain. You see images carved into the metal of what you assume long dead Drakenweir. They have a slightly different appearance than the ones that you've seen so far. As you come around a corner, It opens into a small chamber that looks almost like a small temple kind of area. There's a small shrine. You can see on the far side there is a small alcove in the wall, and there's an iron statue of a dragon that looks similar to Faerthor, but slightly different. The horns are a little bit different. You can see the body shape is a little bit different. But you feel the dragon mark kind of guiding you through this. As you feel a stronger tug as you come in here, and it almost flies out of your hand. I'll have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, rogue.
It's a 10.
So the magnetic pull is quite strong suddenly, and you don't expect it, and it slips out of your hands, and you watch as it flies through and hits the bottom of the small kind of altar. And you watch as letters appear. They kind of glow with like a dull orangish glow. Looks like draconic.
I'll ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay. You see it says Dura's gift.
I'll drop invisibility. Is there someone here?
Someone around.
Can I try and take back the...
Yeah, as you go to pull off the mark, you see what looked like just flat metal. You see as you pull it, a large rectangle comes with it.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
As it opens a small compartment.
Yeah, what's in there?
You can see there is what almost looks like a shield. It's small, though. It's only about this big. You can see it's finely worked metal, iron, and you can see inlaid there is what looks like an iron dragon scale. But it is. The shield is only about that big.
Thank you. And I'll do an investigation check just to see if I haven't missed anything. Bad rolls for the things that I want. It's a 17 total.
Okay. As you kind of look around, you don't see anything. But you feel the shield you're holding in your hand. It slides down your body, and you feel it affix itself under your clothes in between your shoulder blades.
Oh no. Thistle's gonna be annoyed. He loves when things attach themselves to him. It's true.
Maybe the person you took the dragon mark from is going to be annoyed.
Nah.
Only if there's evidence.
You gain a feat.
Oh shit.
What?
The Doer's Mark feat. So,
I didn't know. I'm
I'm
just
kidding.
trying to get you to
I'm
sleep.
kidding. I'm
I was like, it's
kidding.
not. If it's a friend, it's not worth waking people
I'm
up.
kidding.
can potentially be transferred.
No, it's fine. Take it.
So-
I'll take that, please.
Protective wings. You can manifest protective iron wings that can shield you or others. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll. Fuck you, computer.
I had a character
Did it
with
close
metal wings
the-
in Pathfinder.
Just another pop-up.
Kaissar,
Hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to manifest iron wings from your back for a moment. You grant a bonus to the target's AC equal to your proficiency bonus against that attack roll,
That's
potentially
nuts.
causing it to miss. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to half your proficiency bonus rounding down, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
That's so cool.
Incredibly cool.
I feel like Esper is like, this is the first time he's ever done he's heard stories of people who do dungeon stuff and then get cursed and stuff, and he's like, I'll figure it out later. I don't need to talk about anyone, and no one needs to know about this. And I think the first time it happens is purely instinctual. I think he doesn't know that this is happening, but I think he's just like, something has attached itself to me. We can figure that out later. And it's just gonna be like, fuck. Put the cylinder back in. Fuck.
And after you put it on, the dragon mark slides off.
Right. Take the dragon mark back up. found a thing. I'm gonna place the dragon mark over by Shy.
You need a massage? Your shoulders are weirdly hunched and high.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Why are you talking like you're in a movie?
Something is on me. I'm gonna lift my shirt and show Miri because I trust Miri to know.
How does it look attached?
Yeah, so the shield you can see is affixed between his shoulder blades, and it looks as if the skin just goes right up to the edges of it. It looks just like.
Oh wait, sorry. I realize I can't lift my shirt because of my armor, which is also attached to me. So I try to lift it, and you see that like.
Well, it must be attached over the armor because the armor was.
Yeah, it's like the armor has reworked itself around.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. So I like move my jacket.
Double symbiote.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's attached to your armor.
I can take it off for you.
Weird.
Am I dying?
I don't know. I'll try and pull it off.
Make a strength check.
I will assist her.
I don't know if I have proficiency in it.
It's a strength check. You don't have proficiency in checks.
Advantage.
No, you can't help with.
It's just straight check.
I guess you could.
So that's
I
a
don't know
15.
how that works.
Okay. You manage to pry it off. It is quite painful. You take a bit of damage. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
Okay. Sorry.
Do you know what it does?
No.
And it kind of clatters.
Do I instinctively know what it does, or?
Yeah, you kind of got this almost like a download of information. And it wasn't draconic, but you
in that moment
understood.
I think that
kind
like
of instinctually.
I feel like with to explain why I let that happen is with the like comprehend language spell, the like understanding of what was downloaded has taken a bit more time. Like it's like a buffer.
Sure,
so
sure.
as you rip it out, I'm like, oh, I understand what they did. Oh god, fuck. Oh shit.
And you watch as his armor kind of.
Wait, no.
Should we destroy it?
No, it's a good thing apparently.
You what?
Yeah, it like told me what it did, but it was slow because there was a spell in the way.
Oh, so I'll just put it back on you.
Maybe
Well,
try it.
what does it do?
I can help protect people.
Well, that sounds
great.
Mary's thing.
How does it protect people exactly?
Shield wings.
Do you have to be close to?
Yes.
Okay, that's not my thing
Oh, all right.
necessarily. I'm more of a stand back and in the caboose crew with Mark.
And the mark led you to this item.
Yeah.
Why don't you dig it?
I don't.
You are always getting stabbed. I'm asleep.
You guys are probably woken up by now.
You get
Oh, you're constantly talking about how you get stabbed all the time.
I take my.
How you're a very poor frontliner.
I found something. Your mark was being magnetized. And
Oh, the dragon mark.
Yeah, I followed it, and
That was a gift from Faerthor.
yeah, and then a thingy attached itself to my back.
And then I pulled it off and hurt him.
Yeah,
Like a turtle.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, put it back.
Do you want me
Do-
to fix the bleeding?
Can I, is it helpful for you?
I think it's helpful for whoever has it.
Well, would you have said that it's helpful for people who are up close?
I assume he relays.
We kind of talk.
Helpful for people who are up close.
It's one of the three of us. It's helpful for people who are up
Well,
close.
I'm always an animal, so maybe not the best for me to have.
Yeah, it would prevent you from taking harm, which you love.
I do.
You like getting hit.
harm.
It's up to you.
So what, do you want to roll for it, or
It was your mark.
do a cool
It was your mark. I told him not to take your mark without your permission.
No, you fucking didn't.
I did not.
Why don't you fight for it?
Oh, yes, you can punch him.
We'll
I
flip
don't
for
think-
it.
I don't file. Oh, flip or fight?
Oh no.
What about
Here
one
you
of
go.
those?
I said fight.
Yeah, she said.
like a slap hands thing.
Oh,
I feel
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like both of you are good at.
in real life.
In real life,
You wanna play Knuckles?
I don't want to play Knuckles.
I don't know how the game
I like
works.
my fingers.
I don't remember.
No, but I feel like that's
What
a
was that?
dex based.
No, sorry, it's this. It's this.
No, you can
It's-
play both ways.
What was the other one?
I
It
would.
was like,
Oh, yeah.
I would rather not
Reload.
hurt my hands.
Just always reload.
You never play Knuckles?
Always reload.
I have played Knuckles,
Smack!
but I have rings that could hurt you.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know you'd be fine. If it's helpful, I know it was just pried off your bag. I would like my dragon mark back, though, please.
No, it's on you.
It's already on
Oh,
you.
you can just wake me up, you know.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt your rest. It was Mary found out it was a friend. Or
Oh, okay.
we knew it was safe.
It didn't seem
would have woken you
dangerous.
up.
If it was dangerous, I would have woken you up.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
for letting me sleep. I appreciate that.
If
I have a chunk out of my back.
I'm
Should we put the
sorry,
cork?
I-
above board,
No,
above
my
board.
armor
How many
is
things are
filled.
you attuned to right now?
Does it require it to me?
What are you attuned to?
I'm attuned to.
Actually, no, it's not attuned. No. It's like
Okay.
it's a feat.
Just a feat,
It's
yeah.
basically a feat.
It's up to you.
This would be very useful for me to be able to get hit less.
Both of you do get hit more than you.
You
would
both
like.
want it. You
Just
both want it.
roll for it.
for
or
it.
You both
something.
want it. Roll for it.
Roll
It
for
was
it.
your mark.
Yeah, but you went and found it.
So?
But it didn't require
This is hard.
I'll roll for it.
0.
Yeah, we'll roll.
I'm thinking of an animal. Whoever guesses
Okay.
the closest to the animal, I'll
take
whisper it to.
No, it's. I mean, like.
My
it's-
game is more.
Yeah,
fun.
let's do.
You found it.
Mark's game
like,
is really
I
fun.
do want to honor the fact that like it was your natural 20. You successfully took my dragon mark without waking me up. You
That
went
feels
and
bad.
you found it.
Mark has a fun game to
feels-
decide who gets it.
I'm giving you gears. Take it.
That
Okay.
feels.
Mechanically speaking, this is incredibly useful
I know.
for,
It's all
for
good.
me.
Thistle's gonna take his dragon claw tattoo needle and he's gonna put it on the ground and see if it takes him anywhere. He's
it on
just
the
seen.
ground.
He spins it.
Nothing happens.
It doesn't stop somewhere.
Doesn't.
He spins it.
It keeps going.
Spinning.
It goes
It
up.
never
It turns into a helicopter, flies away. You have no tattoo
It
anymore.
goes. It's underneath. It's underneath us. I must start digging at once.
Little legs come out and it scurries away.
That's really the thing.
So it doesn't take me to a sweet feat.
No, sorry, dude.
Fuck, I'm
I
just
will
making
say,
with-
I want to honor
Honestly,
this
for
because
now.
this is probably the first time Mary's seeing the effect my armor has as well.
Yeah.
Because that is something that
You
that
can't
Esper-
take your armor off.
No.
Good to know.
Good to
And
know.
Miri, if
That's
You
just
are
like
not
a top
welcome
half
in the
armor.
sauna.
it's yeah. But if Miri would have had to have inspected the armor itself, and she would see that like the like inlay of bones are going into his back.
I have a.
She
I
was
have-
focused on the pulling the thing off, but she would have noticed that, but she didn't say anything.
I would have bad news for you, my friend. You are never welcome in the sauna.
Fair enough. You would also, Miri, what's your medicine? It's like what?
+7.
So, assuming a passive medicine, which isn't a thing, but like you probably
a
you would
passive
see.
Just look at you and you get better.
Well, you would you would see that the like imprint of the bones looks like it's freshly been changed. So like something has recently occurred with that inlay
Oh.
of bones.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, slap it right back in.
Okay.
It doesn't attach.
It reattaches.
Yeah.
Right. Right. The armor kind of splits apart.
Well, more things.
What's going on with the bones? Do you want to talk about it later?
We can talk about it, yeah.
You're whispering. I don't know what the social cue is
I
here.
don't want people to worry.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
mean, we can overhear this conversation. And
What conversation?
I'm pretending not to listen.
What
That's
conversation?
rude, eavesdropping.
I'm not eavesdropping.
Every time I converse, anytime I raise the dead or converse with them, the bones go deeper.
And then they just keep going deeper until they come out the front.
Yeah, how much deeper? You have a limited width to your
Yeah.
skeleton.
I think it's,
They will kill you eventually.
I don't know.
So
The
yes,
first time I did it, I felt,
You can't take that armor off.
I haven't tried.
How many
Okay.
times have you...
4.
I would like to investigate, like, maybe with medicine or whatever, to try and, like, get a sense of, like, how deep they've gone in that time, and maybe how many more we could get
And
away
like
with
knowing
before.
how many he's done, which is 4.
Yes, and where the critical organs are that are going to start getting
Can I do it?
impacted.
Can I do a medicine check for that as well?
Sure. Oh, shit, that's terrible. That's
Also, this is something that we casually talked
That's
about.
11.
So feel free to make up whatever you want.
an 11. Well, I'll cast guide.
I gave
I always do.
Tim gave me an item, and I went, it would be cool if this item had
12.
bad consequences, and that was about it.
Okay, cool, man.
12.
19.
19. Between the two of you, you can see that not all of the bones are inserted equally. Some of them are a little bit deeper. Some of them are just piercing the skin. So you're not sure, just based on your initial kind of examination of it. It's not like there are 4 bones that are in and all the others are out. It's difficult to discern exactly what the mechanism is that's happening without watching while he's doing it. But it does seem that some of them are in, the deepest one is probably in, you reckon, maybe this deep. But again, the bones aren't necessarily like as clear cut either. Some of them are like shards of bone kind of held together by something, by whatever the magic of this item. So you're not sure if what you can't see is much longer or if it's much shorter, but just based on your sort of initial assessment, you'd guess that there's maybe one in his shoulder that's in, maybe about that much.
Okay.
Probably the deepest.
What do you think, Thistle? This looks bad, right?
Doesn't look good.
Well, next time I do it, you can watch.
Well, maybe we should look at taking it off.
Super useful, though.
It is.
Also useful, the integrity of your skin.
Yes, and your slimy bits.
Your laugh.
Yeah, your life. Remember that?
Like
thing?
you.
Don't let them pressure you. Keep it on.
We're not pressuring him. The bones in him are putting pressure on his. Actually, I think
Be a
that's a
rebel.
spleen.
Be a rebel.
Are you good, Mark?
Where the bones?
Get pierced.
Get pierced. Commit. You're committing to talking to the dead and getting pierced. Get
I
pierced.
think Mark is still asleep a little bit.
Mark, are you having a night terror?
I'm exhausted.
We should.
Shy, I spoke to Mel.
I'm sorry. You what?
In the weirdest fucking way.
You spoke to Mel.
Yes, in his dreams.
Is he? Is he all right?
Well, he was before.
So what do you mean he was before?
I don't know. He didn't seem to like the dream I conjured up for us.
For us? Yikes, dude. Fucking yikes.
What was the dream?
I don't know if I want to ask any further.
I took him to the lovely
Terrible spell.
sauna.
Do you know where
cold
he?
plunge.
That sounds nice.
Did he
It
take
was
his
wonderful.
clothes off? Because that is the custom.
Yes.
They
He,
won't
he
let
got
you
all
leave your clothes.
he got all weird when
I mean,
I
it's
asked
the
him to take his
custom.
clothes
It's
off.
I'm gonna leave the shield feet and leave the table.
Do you?
Someone
know
else
where
can have
he
it. I
is?
quit.
Well, I was able to narrow it down.
Do you think he's in the potential like?
Yes, he described it
Alpha-like.
as a very damp dungeon in
Okay.
the eastern part of Urin, which makes sense. It all checks out.
You said Eastern, right?
It's not Eastern.
That's not the part we're laughing at.
Yeah, you said urine.
It's urine.
Like, so Mel is currently in East
I
Urine.
just really love the idea. I'm gonna live in this reality that all of Yanis's choices to mispronounce words are such a boomer thing that Thistle does. It's all
The cardiac Gemini will be happening in East Urine. We need to reach Mel and make sure it does not happen.
Gemini.
We gotta stop Mr. Mass. He's a real bad apple.
He's in East Urin, in a damp dungeon.
Hey, well then at least we're hopefully on the right track.
Yes.
Great.
Now, I don't believe he took any damage from the spell,
You can.
but it is hard for me to know.
What would cause him to take damage?
Well,
This was the acorns.
I didn't mean for the dream to be scary.
Was it scary for him?
It appeared to be.
In any case, Thistle, I'm grateful that you tried to ascertain where he was. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. And I'm sure he will too.
He was
In time.
when I arrived. He was dreaming of you. It was very romantic.
That's nice. Do I believe him? I don't even think I insight check. That's nice.
Mary's mouth
live in
is
that
open
reality.
because you told us something very
At the
different, and
bar.
Mary is currently trying to figure out what the right social thing to do is.
I look at Mira. I go.
I don't think I insight.
What are you trying to
check.
tell Miri? I'll tell her.
Don't worry about it. Like, that is what I'm trying to tell her.
Adam, what?
The hands are
The
fully
wheels-
off the wheel,
The hands
dude.
are off the wheel.
Fully.
Get
in
those
the
dogs
cages.
back in the cage.
Esper thinks you should not worry. I think that's a very profound thing to say.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell him. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's silent around me after this. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Thistle. I'm sorry if it was awkward for you.
To arrive in a dream between you and him.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, now the lie's getting less harmless.
walking into a romantic situation with someone else can be.
Oh, it wasn't
uncomfortable.
romantic. Like, it was romantic in the sense that you two were together. It was not romantic.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I think so.
You were knitting.
Like Shine's just blushing. You know, we should get going. I'm gonna go over here.
I'm not open in solidarity with you.
I'm just literally I walk away at this point. I think. I don't even look at Esper. I just walk away.
She's lying, and I don't know why.
I think Esper, like, at this point was like, it's a fine lie to tell. And then Thistle got weirdly specific and so now Esper, like, when you walk away, Esper is looking, like, very confused.
The three of us are all just like.
It's like being like, oh yeah, he was dreaming of you, it's fine. But then being like, you were knitting, it wasn't romantic. Like, just too many unneeded things. And I think Esper's just, like, confused at this point.
She leaves, and I look at the rest of you, and I go, that went well.
I think so. Should we let them know the plan? Hey, 2 nights from now, we are going to tell. If you're down, I really would love to skip past this whole thing. We're going to create a door. You can fit 130 people in there, so we expect you can at least get 25.
135.
135. We're going to sneak on in there. I will send to you, and your name is?
Severix?
Severix.
Me.
Oh, I'm talking to you, Severix. Good.
Who do you want to speak to?
You, Severix.
Now,
Did you want any of us to go with you?
Just the one who can
what was your rank again?
Well, I was a general.
A general Cervix. It's important that you keep the fire going.
Sorry. It wouldn't be General Severix. It would be General Azulis. Is my last name.
All right. It's important that you keep the fire going at all time. For us to create the gateway, it can only work if there's an active fire here.
In that.
Yeah, the one
That
by the
one.
little
Yeah,
thing. The little.
I'll
drawing.
send to you like 2 nights. We'll do it at night. Yeah.
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 And yeah,
Maybe
who?
we can type Julius because it's his castle.
Yeah, Juliet. We want
Nero
Juliet.
was the
And
one
Nero.
who-
And Nira, and the one who wants to fight but who shouldn't die.
Septima.
Septima.
I'll come.
Septima, how many people can you disguise?
That's not my. That's Nero.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, then we just want Nira. Thank you.
No, I mean,
I'm coming.
Okay.
what does Septima is are we talking magic or are we talking like what's she do? What's her vibe?
What's her whole deal, Tim?
What's her whole
Yeah, what's
deal?
Is she hot?
You see,
Hot or
she
not?
has, she does,
Turn this love triangle into a square? Like, fucking Jesus.
Becomes more of a
she
web.
has,
You would have to date
Yeah,
her as
yeah.
well.
a rod that
Thank
she
you.
carries with her.
Cool.
You can see that has like an emerald at the end in a dragon's claw.
If Mal and you started dating Septima, then it'd become a square.
Interesting. It's
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Because then there's only 2 people who are like on each side who are not dating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
you do it in between, and that
Yeah, it's a web.
now it becomes a
No, that's not a web.
2-dimensional
No, everyone would
image
have
of a
to-
3-dimensional
Cule?
object.
Let's just to turn it into a polycule. That's
That
like
has a
that's different.
Now keep the shapes straight.
That's kind of
Definitely keep it straight.
I was gonna say
Keep the
That
shapes
gets
straight.
harder the more people you add.
it's Pride Month.
All right,
Make it
so you're
easy.
taking Nero and
Yes,
Julius.
I
And
will
Septima.
clarify how many
And
people
Septima.
can be disguised by Nero.
She goes, I can disguise one person.
One.
That's good.
I can polymorph. I can do a polymorph. Cast polymorph.
I can also cast polymorph. I can also cast greater invisibility.
We're laughing. We're good.
I lost a minute.
Does the big guy want to come?
Greater invisibility.
We don't need him. I just
I
think-
mean, I could come with you, but I cast a big shadow.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's
You should be the first through the fire.
Yes, please.
Yeah, perfect.
To clarify, are we sneaking in as Praetor.
Yes.
or something.
That's gonna be harder with more people.
They can hang out outside. Like, they're the backup.
How do we get them in?
I'll get it on my
We
own.
worry about, like, look, we get...
You should polymorph me into something, and I'd be like, I've been a mouse in a pocket before.
We,
Perfect.
Look,
Or someone with a
If you
mouse
like,
in a mouse.
Julius kind of pipes up. If you like, I can stay behind, or I would have the best knowledge of the castle.
You
Yeah.
should
You will be
come.
useful.
we want the disguiser. You want to come.
Septima is like,
Septima, you will get in the castle one way or the other.
good.
You
I'll
could-
be at the front of the line.
Yes.
Okay,
I
yeah,
can.
that's
oh,
perfect.
so-
Great, then we're all set.
I will see you very soon.
Yeah, and she stands by the.
I
So I
can
can
polymorph.
disguise self and invisibly someone.
Yeah, I can.
Invisibly.
Invisibly.
We could
Invisibly.
also polymorph and then become invisible.
Yep.
And then we are invisible, tiny little mice running through the
We
cover.
Perfect.
have enough.
It's a
to
day and a
do,
half
right?
away. We'll
Polymorph,
figure it out.
Self.
Yeah.
I can cast polymorph and self, and then
No problem. Yeah, great, come along. We're going to have a great time.
Can I
become an earth elemental and
preemptively-
destroy the wall?
Like, while we're going, this is almost like a preemptive help action to give Mark advantage on deception to pass as.
Yeah, like-
or basically, like, as we travel, I'm like giving the help action to like help for that like first
Are you
deception.
proficient in
train-
deception?
Yes.
Character
I'm
development.
proficient, not expertise.
You're giving Mark acting lessons.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm half proficient.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind.
Mind.
I didn't see.
I don't need
Try to
mind
give him
lessons
acting lessons,
from
and he
you.
goes, "Please." I played Chip Gardner.
I realized because I didn't take it because you had. Yeah. All right.
I mean, I saw a little bit of how he moved and what he looked like, and I have proficiency in this.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially if any of you have any, tactical information about how the Drakenweir use their forts and the organizational
That'd be
systems.
Julius'
That'd be
question.
Julius'
That'd
question.
be Julius.
So it's a day and a half away.
Yeah, and
so we will have to camp one more night.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
All
great.
right. So let's at least cover the first day's travel,
Yes.
and then we will find a camp.
We'll scope it out. We'll
And then-
we'll taste the joy.
Well, the thing is, we're gonna do a day's travel. We'll
Yeah.
stay the night. Then it's a half day's travel. We can do some scouting as we're gonna attack at night,
Yes.
and then we will attack in the evening.
Great.
Yep.
Perfect.
So you spend the first day kind of traveling. You head north a little bit and then farther east. So you're just kind of right at the border of Yorin, and you cross over into Yorin a little bit. This area is a bit of a no man's land. It's kind of wide open, sort of marshy, but you don't. You can whoever's kind of leading the group can
That
do a
would be
perception check.
I'll give you the help. Oh, perception?
Yeah,
I'll give you the help action.
so you kind of look around.
Guidance. 20.
20. It is quite quiet. You see some wildlife along the way, but you don't see any hide nor tail of any Yorinites or Yorinite patrols. You can see kind of off in the distance where there are old kind of dotted along like sunken guard posts and things like that, or where small outposts have been built and then sunk or destroyed over the years. But as far as you kind of traverse through this kind of marsh, it's all clear. At the end of the day, you start heading south a little bit towards the edges. You can see there is a forest that kind of just sits beyond the edge of that lake. You see the lake up ahead on the left, kind of farther north, and then you head south towards the edges of it kind of is like wetland into forest, and you can see. You can't see Silverwatch. You're still a little too far away to see Silverwatch, but you can see where the terrain starts to go up as well. And you know from what Julius has told you that Silverwatch sits almost like on a small hill that overlooks the lake and the wetlands around it.
I'm getting Edoras vibes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you make your way to kind of the edge of the forest, and that's about where you want to be. It's about a half day from the edge of the forest to where Silverwatch is. This would probably be the best place to camp as well. There's a chance there could be patrols out in the woods.
This will need a very good hiding spot.
All right, let me take a look.
Survive?
Survive.
Yeah, survival.
This I
yes,
can help
yes,
with.
yes.
Perfect.
I'll give you a bardic because we're resting, I realize. I was trying to save my bardic.
How much? D8?
It's a D6.
These are all.
Nah, my bardic will stay at
These are
D6 probably forever.
A lot of dice.
Lot of dice.
This is gone.
All right. 17. That's 20 before I add my modifier.
Nice.
And it's survival 28.
28. You find a little grove just a little ways into the forest that is kind of like well backed. You can see there's like a large kind of rock formation that sort of forms a natural barrier on one side, and the trees have kind of grown up around it, and there's just kind of a natural, almost like a den of a sort, but it's empty. It's not occupied at the moment, and it's pretty well hidden as well.
Julius is with us, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Julius, you are familiar with the castle that we are heading towards?
Yes.
Does the water of the lake, does that enter the castle in any way? Through a river or a...
Culvert.
Yes, culvert.
Yes. An aqueduct was built some time ago, but it is heavily fortified.
In terms of like barred?
Yes, as well as magic wards inside.
That stop what?
What if we had an orc with a torch?
That stop small creatures from entering, because the lake sits on the Yoran side.
Yes.
It's a natural. They perceive it to be a natural weak spot.
All right.
So it has been tried many times, and they almost count on it. There is if a Yoranite group were able to get through the pipe,
Yes.
there is a bit of a kill box waiting for them inside the castle.
Kill box.
Yes.
Like spears and...
Spears, boiling oil. It's not pleasant.
Last place you want to be with boiling oil.
So the thing is, I can become the water itself. I don't know if that would trigger the alarms.
It might.
I think we want to sneak in first. Be that either through lying or, being tiny little mouses. But we all agree, quiet.
Yes, but the thing is, if I can get in through the aqueduct in my water form, and for some reason something was to go wrong with your sneaky sneak, and you had made a connection with me mentally and could let me know, I could cause a ruckus.
Can you climb in that form?
Let me take a look. Let me check my plans.
And he pulls out a folio full of a
Information.
bunch of different plans.
Is there like a sally port at the back, on the Dathia side?
What's a sally port?
Like a small.
We don't have that word in Draconic.
Oh, it's like a small door for men to exit in order to move around. It's like a back.
Ah, yes. Yes, there are a number of.
You have to like sally forth. If you could get me on the wall,
Yeah, easy, no
I could
problem.
get to the door and open it.
Done.
Would
love
they all
this
be
plan.
Heavily guarded, or
Typically,
even on the Dathian side?
More on the Dathian side, less
No.
on the Yoran.
So it doesn't have a climbing speed listed, but it's got like a walking speed listed.
Yeah. It might be difficult to climb up. The idea is that it's quite low down, so they can't climb up.
All right.
I think we're
So the pipe goes.
But water goes through it.
whatever.
No, they bring water up from it, almost like
It's
a
a well.
cistern. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do it together.
I agree.
I agree.
If things go bad, I'd rather have you in my pocket as a cool little mouse.
The
than-
problem is if I become a mouse through my wild shape, I will not be able to use my become an elemental.
Well, then we'll just bring you in as a prisoner. I'll say, look, I caught a cool little woodman.
And if I become polymorph, I lose my...
I'll say, I'm Praetor Kypris, and I caught a little woodman. Also, they
Well,
attacked
perhaps
my
you're
camp,
then
and I'm
one of the
furious
people that
about it.
are disguised. Maybe you wear the head of
I
the...
am very deceptive.
It's true.
That could work. We can figure it out as
It's going to do so good. I'm so sleepy.
Yep.
We should take some watches here for sure.
Yes.
Who would like to take first watch?
Miri should sleep first. I can take first watch.
I will also... I'll take a watch.
All right. make perception checks.
Guidance.
I now know why you fill your dice box, because that was a very satisfying sound.
Thank you.
You're still wrong.
But I'm satisfyingly
But
wrong.
yeah, it's
Thank you.
good.
24.
24.
In a good way.
22.
22. The evening passes. You do see Van Dyne rise in the sky. It's up for a while. But it is quiet for the night.
I was thinking.
You doing cocaine? What?
Yeah, you were thinking?
Yes. I have stuff to do.
You were doing cocaine.
Thistle, what you mean you got stuff to do?
I have a dream to visit.
Jesus Christ.
No.
You've become a specter of the night.
Who are you gonna,
I just want to let Mel know that we're coming to get him.
did you not do that last time?
Not again.
Well, it didn't end on the best of terms.
You know-
I gave him a bit of a scare.
Can I tell you something
Yes.
about Mal?
Mm-hmm.
Less is more.
I don't want him to pursue me.
No, that's not what I mean, Thistle. I mean that he's generally someone who is good at reading the intentions of folks, even if the way that they go about doing the things that they do are not always the most smooth.
I don't know. I think I threw him for a loop. I should apologize.
You
Will you
don't-
keep an eye out? I will be
You
right
don't.
back.
You don't.
And I cast.
Can you?
I think this is top 3 most
Mal?
unhinged episodes you've ever done.
On Mal?
It's weirdly
No.
unhinged.
I was going to say, Mal's having a hard time sleeping.
Oh! Who are you casting Dream on?
I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Just do Shy's mum. Just really ruin Shy's whole social circle. Like,
We're all available, you know, we're
just
sleeping.
one by one fuck up
I'm gonna
everyone's
do it.
social
I'm
circles.
gonna cast.
Teenager boys dream.
I'm gonna cast Dream. On
Dell.
Yeah.
Dell.
Yeah.
Find out if he's crooked holy.
I'm gonna cast Dream on Dell.
Okay.
Wait,
Dell and Kip are the
Yeah.
same person.
No, they're not.
Which one?
They have the
I'm gonna.
same
They are
I'm gonna-
both Dell and they are both.
No, so I'm gonna cast it on Kip.
On Kip.
which one is which? It doesn't
Senior?
matter.
Senior or the junior?
Junior.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Kip, the young
Yeah.
one.
The crooked.
Yeah, no, the mud
Oh,
kipper or
'cause-
the kipper.
Yeah, the mud hole.
I'm so confused by their
Kip
fucking
Jr.
names.
the Dell.
What is happening? I'm
All right.
Also,
I'm gonna-
please
on him.
remember, Teshawara is currently occupied.
Yes, I know it's a dream.
Kip is not asleep.
Oh.
It's croaking holing.
He's too busy holding. Okay.
Or not.
Night ambush.
Just so fucking like,
He's
I'll
got
get
a
him out of
criminal hit
here.
and he's about to take down a sea dragon.
Oh shit, dude, right in the eye. You know that
Attack at night.
Dude, in the monster manual it says weaknesses, crocodile
Crocodile.
bits.
That's too funny.
Do I lose the spell slot?
You give
Yes.
them. Is it something that
No,
you
I think
can?
if you cast it and they're not
If the
asleep,
target
it burns.
is
I thought it was a thing that you could.
creatures that don't.
I think you can leave him a message.
You can,
leave
you
them
can
a
essentially
message.
leave
Yeah,
them a
you-
message for when
yeah.
they sleep.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. I know things are bad where you are right now. But we will come and help you. We are going to come and help you. I know you're brave. And I know you're giving them hell. Best wishes. All right, stuff done.
Somewhere out
You
there,
have
a hole's
Shy
getting
looking
croakened.
expectantly like you just called Mal, because that's what you just said you were doing. Is he okay?
I don't know, he wasn't asleep.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I just realized you didn't leave a message for Mal and then just skipped it to Kip.
wait, you don't
No,
know
I
that he
didn't
wasn't
call
asleep.
Mal. I didn't call Mal.
But he told me he was calling.
He happened to tell the same
He's
lie that
lied
is
to
the
me
truth
twice
that
now.
Tim told us
About-
above board.
Oh, I thought you said you tried and Tim said
No,
he
no,
was.
no,
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's
you
lied to
never
me
tried.
twice about Mal, though. It's fine.
I hope
We'll
that
never
comes
know.
back.
I will never know. My insight is.
This is a weird energy. Just like.
It's not a weird energy if you just imagine
Very on
he's
brand.
79 years old.
Oh, you know
But
what?
the thing is,
I think that's the thing is I look over here and I see Yanis being a weird boomer gaslighter. And then I'm like, oh, this is a
Very
weird
on brand
energy,
for
but
Thistle.
I guess, yeah, Thistle's it's 80.
All his choices up till now.
I didn't
Absolutely.
call Mel. I called Kip or Del, the little one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kipdell.
He wasn't.
He wasn't asleep.
No.
Okay.
I was going to see if he could give me any information about Kaissar, but he wasn't asleep. So I left him a message.
That's so considerate of you, Thistle. Thank you.
You know, I just want to help.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I worry a lot about Kaissar, and I know there's not a lot that I can do right now, and I know it's hurting Mama, and I want to give him hell for what they did to Roan. So
I wouldn't worry too much about Kaissar. They're a strong lot. And also they are so strangely infuriating as a people.
why's that?
I don't know, I just can't imagine the dragons rocking up and then being like, we'd like to purchase something, and then being like, no, we only do trades. And the dragons would be like, yes, but money. And they'd be like, no, we don't do money. I found them infuriating.
My sense probably what's happening is after a while they've probably started cooking for the Dragonweir people. And,
Don't make yourself at home.
and they've been like, I think there's probably a lot of camaraderie happening, and
Welcome you.
Hey, look at all these dragons. Y'all here for the cookout?
yeah, it's I think they'd
Oh, there's gonna be some half Triton, half dragon youngsters running around.
I
The
don't
most
know if
invadable people.
I don't know if you call that. I mean, maybe.
Submissive and invadable.
That's our new Patreon
Valiant
stretch goal.
resistance right now.
That's our new Patreon T-shirt.
Yeah,
Baby daddy. Guerrilla warfare.
They're undercooking the crawdads.
Absolutely. There's a lot of poison things in coral
those
reefs.
those sea dragons are having a bad tummy time.
All the cuties with their bad tummies. But in any case, Thistle, I'm real appreciative.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
I just hope Mel is okay.
I mean, he's a fighter for sure. He can't actually fight really worth shit, but
I don't understand why you called him a fighter then.
I mean, more in like a metaphorical and like emotional sense.
He's scared pretty easily. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah.
The more you allude to it, the worse it gets.
I'm not gonna ask questions for things I don't want the answers to.
Stop.
I felt fear in his heart.
We should go wake up the
He's not a good man.
We
I saw him
go.
naked.
We go wake up.
Very hot.
Yeah, he is very hot,
Very
isn't
hot.
he?
Oh yes.
All right, so you wake up. These two? These
All
two?
of them.
These two? All of them?
Yeah, to make sure the watch goes well.
Yeah, okay.
I need you guys to watch Mark. He's not trustworthy.
You got it.
He's always up to something.
I go over
Good
to
night.
Esper. I go, do you need this before I go to bed? And I offer the dragon mark.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to wake you.
I punch him in the arm. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I feel bad now.
No, I'm gonna keep giving you shit
Genuine
about
guilt.
it. I'm gonna keep giving you shit about
Do you
it.
want this?
No, I don't.
It's yours if you want it.
I'm giving you shit because I care about it.
Yeah, but I genuinely feel bad. I thought it was the right thing to do, but I fucked it up.
If the situation was reversed, you'd give me a hell of a time. You'd give me such gears about it.
No, I'd be proud. You stole something off me. That's an achievement.
Well,
Thistle hears that.
Weird interjection. Today's episode is I can't find my footing today. I am off balance.
great.
Listen, I did a very serious podcast last night that had a lot of crying.
You've got the goofs.
I got a lot of
Got all the
sillies
sillies to get out on the
work
Sunday.
Okay.
in
It's about
Oh.
balance.
as I'm like about.
It says preserve balance on his shirt, and he gestured
Keep
to
finishing.
it. Keep
Go
flirting.
back to your scene.
As we're about to bed down, I just kind of give Esper like a nudge on the side of his face with mine, and then I. Good night. Night. Then I go to bed.
All right, lookout time.
I give Mark guidance as I go to bed.
Let's fucking go.
Guidance myself.
12.
12.
Fucking Jesus. My perception checks have been
17.
off
17.
the wall, dude.
26.
26.
Big guidance. Big D20.
The night wears on. You watch as Van Dyne sinks below the horizon. You hear in the distance some movement. It's difficult to discern if it's animal or humanoid, but it's pretty far away, and it passes after about 15 minutes. Can't hear it anymore. Other than that, it's quiet.
You feel good about tomorrow,
Yeah, absolutely.
Mary?
What do you mean?
This is, not like anything we've done.
No. A lot of it, I think, seems to rely on me doing one spell right. So I'm just trying to not get in my head about that. But other than that, I think it's gonna go well. I think it'll be okay.
From what I've seen with you, I've never seen you fuck up a spell.
What?
I've never seen you fuck up a spell.
Okay.
But what I have seen you fuck up usually leads to you successfully casting a spell. So I think if you fuck up, or you don't fuck up, either way, it's good.
Yeah, I think I have like some sort of conservation of luck
Yeah,
thing going on.
it's great.
Yeah.
I hated what you did with your eyeball. That was deeply upsetting.
It was really
I
uncomfortable.
got a thing with my eyes, and I don't like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I scratched my cornea.
Yeah, it's.
I can see there's like a little scrape, sort of it's in the shape of a star, kind of.
Yeah, when I was a kid pinned me down and was like, "I'm gonna touch your eye," and
What?
it's just fucking haunted me ever since.
That's awful.
Honestly, worse than being killed. Not worse. That's not true. But
Did this event happen before?
no, it was during. There was other kids.
There's other kids in the
It was like a whole fucked up school.
okay. Death care.
We met one.
Death care.
We killed one. In Dresda.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
A kid?
No, he was a kid when I was a kid. He's the same,
Oh, so
roughly the same age as me.
you
You were there. We killed him.
He
Right.
was in the death school.
In the desert.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
dickhead.
Yeah.
He served Gideon.
Yeah.
Serves, maybe. Death is impermanent.
Sometimes you're a hard person to relate to.
Yeah.
That's you. That's rich coming from you. You talk about.
I am rich, yes.
Fucking
That's what
yeah.
I mean. You talk about like unrelatable childhood experiences to most people.
No, well, they're relatable if you can afford them.
Are you familiar with the concept of the 1%?
I think at least I know my childhood is wildly unrelatable. I think the
My
amount...
childhood is unattainable.
Fucking hell, that hurt me. Holy shit. That is the most fucking horrifying sentence
The
you've
ease
ever
with
said.
which.
You said it with such fucking confidence. My fucking god. Oh.
Hey Esper,
You said
Do you
that
mind
with
if
the
I
energy
change
of
the
the
topic?
unimpressed.
Absolutely.
what did you say?
I said you said that with the confidence of the unoppressed.
Yeah.
Why? So, you mentioned every time you die and then come back, you lose a little part of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think it's specifically your fingers first?
I think it's like frostbite.
So, okay.
I think it's your spirit fills your body, and when it doesn't, it makes sure that it fills the parts that are important.
Right. And you get frostbite. I know because your heart, your
It's like the furthest
heart's
point
pumping blood, and
where
it's
this
far.
ghost lives.
Yeah. So that means there's something inside of you that's pumping life out, and it doesn't have enough
Maybe,
to hit
yeah.
the ends. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just an idea.
I genuinely don't know how it works, but that's always been my theory, is because it's not just my fingers, it's my toes.
Can I see?
No free feet, I'm sorry.
I take my boot off. It would be
How
of this.
far out?
It would be of a similar progression as the fingers.
Where are the fingers sitting these days?
At this point, it's like mid heart hand.
Oh.
It's like
And is there like a non-corporeal, like can they?
you can no. So they're solid. You
Yeah.
can see through them.
But they're just
So
translucent.
it looks like they should be ethereal, but they're still solid. I would say at the tips, it's like fuzzy.
It's like a really
What-
convincing tattoo.
What happens if you touch the tips of your fingers to the ends of your toes? The two parts that are the coldest.
I do it.
You touch your toes.
Yeah, I just touched my toes. Nothing.
Okay, sorry.
I-
I was just curious.
I get a feeling that it's leading to something. And I think it's a tug of war for me. I keep fighting it. But each time I let it progress, I'm able to do more. During a fight recently, someone hit me and I faded a little and it hurt less.
That's interesting. And
Does that feel good?
The getting stabbed? No.
No, the being able to do it better.
It's hard to explain. It's the more it progresses, the more I fight the progression, the number it feels. And so letting it happen is like a weird pins and needles.
I mean, it feels like there's an element which maybe is similar to you, Mark, where like there's something that is scary and it's more powerful, but then you are more powerful too.
I quite like being able to do this stuff.
I don't know.
My hope is eventually that this won't just be visual. If I'm gonna have this happen, it'd be nice to be able to walk through things.
I like to straight up ghost finger things.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do flirty little kissy stuff with Shy?
Well, I'm hoping I'll be able to control it.
Okay.
No guarantee in life, though.
Oh, well, I hope you can. I don't have anything else to add to this conversation.
Fair.
Great.
Sorry.
No,
Don't be sorry.
I think we've had a good conversation.
Yeah.
We felt like all three of us participated.
We've all
Yeah, fuck, we
learned.
did the thing again. The thing that you said wasn't possible.
I think we're getting better at it.
I think we're unstoppable.
We did a great job.
Should we do like a three-way fist bump or something?
I think we did that
Three-way
last
fist
time,
bump and
yeah.
we all fall asleep.
Okay.
No, we're the last.
Yeah, no.
Do you need a little morning nap?
Three-way fist bump, and we all say we all go go team or something. Best wishes, and then that wakes the other ones up.
Okay.
But then they'll feel bad they missed out on the fist bump.
Okay. Well,
Best wishes so far,
Best
which
wishes so far.
implies that next time there can be an even better wish, and they can be a
One,
part of it.
2, 3.
Best
Best wishes so far. Wake up.
Wake up.
What the fuck were you guys doing?
You wake up, it's
Stuff.
the morning cup.
Ooh, I like that. Good job.
I don't know if I'm gonna be
Okay.
here anymore.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
all
important
right.
to do stuff.
Y'all look
It was
crazed.
They wanted to do a fist bump.
They've been having a weird conversation.
I had a dream about Mal.
Oh, you too.
Look,
Esper
listen,
touched his toes.
Nero kind of giggles.
I
as
feel
they
like
woke up.
Yeah, who was it? We showed the dragon
Nero
ball.
was up first,
Yeah.
and then Julius was
I
up.
feel like everyone's really trying to pull one over on me, and I don't know why that is.
We had a conversation about the progression of this.
Oh. Okay.
That's why he touched his toes.
That's why I dreamed of Mal.
That's not.
Did you really?
A little bit.
You.
Yeah.
You winked when you said that. Was that a lie?
Oh, I winked to you, which is sort of the side that they can't see.
Yeah, I really didn't see the wink.
I fully didn't see the wink.
Yeah. That's the strategy.
But they can see.
I
it.
can fully
Purely
see
for
yeah.
staging reasons,
Yeah.
they can see it when I wink.
100%. I can see when you.
I'll
wink.
turn to camera next time.
I don't think camera can see when you.
No,
what
wink.
if I do this?
camera can still see.
The point is, I'm ready to go on an adventure.
Right.
Let's case the joint.
So we will travel the half day until the point where we are close, but not so close that we will be spotted.
and then
I
we'll
will
split
go
off
scout.
individually.
Yes, I will
scout,
go scout.
and we'll see you in a couple days.
Yes.
Perfect.
Exactly.
So you head forward. I'll have everyone make a stealth check.
I'll pass without.
Thank
guys.
you.
Sounds good.
Guidance.
I will.
Rolling with the Yaniir dice today.
Blessing of the trickster.
I'm gonna go Yaniir.
Okay.
Julius rolled a natural 20.
Oh yeah, Julius. I rolled a natural 5.
Stealth?
Hi. You lose track of Julius. probably still like a 20, right?
It's 26.
28.
But it would have been a 16 without pass without trace.
14.
Dog shit.
Whoa.
30.
21.
21. Nero's about as quiet as you are.
Clank,
Yeah,
clank.
they're keeping back.
Gun sounds.
But yeah, Julius.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can't load it! You can't load it!
Just practicing.
Did Softly send ammunition or just the gun?
It doesn't look like it needs ammunition.
That's
shit, dog.
cool.
Powered
It's
by
loaded
faith.
with, yeah.
Wait.
Were you gonna say
Look,
loaded
you
by
can't have all
I
these
was
in
gonna
your
say
sight.
loaded with prayers.
bombs.
Loaded with prayer and powered by faith. They're
Thoughts and
two different,
prayers.
equally great jokes.
Is it just a flamethrower?
But
You'll see.
you make your way quite quietly, especially as you approach the edges of the castle Silverwatch. You can see as you kind of come to the edges of where the hill kind of rises up to look out over the lake. You can see on the front, decorating the walls, kind of all the way around. You see there are a number of soldiers dead and hanging
Silver.
all along the wall, mostly silver. Yeah.
Christ.
Um,
Bad guys.
Yeah, as you see a number of soldiers kind of walking the ramparts. That's where we're going to end it tonight.
I'm so excited for next
So
time.
now that
knew-
I've
we
seen
knew they were
these-
ruthless.
Now that I've seen some of these soldiers on the wall, do I know them? Are they?
They are known to me.
No.
You don't know their name. I don't think they're known to you.
Do you have to know a name for someone to be known?
Let's
It
talk.
helps.
Save it for Chatwater.
Not just a name.
Is there anything more you can tell us about the defenses so that we can ruminate on it for the
You can see on the front, the wall is quite high. There's a number of kind of archer slits and like defenses. It kind of tapers down towards the back. As you can see, like the edges of the wall almost line up with the cliff.
Cool.
There's like a little bit of a gap, but the idea that it would be very difficult to kind of shimmy along. And if you did, it looks like there are defenses set up to
Stab you.
counter that. But around the back, you can see the wall is still probably about 15, 20 feet high. And there are a few doors kind of set into the wall. And you can see from this side, that's mostly what you get. There's like an inner there's the outer wall, and then there's like an inner keep
Cool.
as well.
Can we see the anti-dragon stuff on the roof?
Yeah, you can see one of the large ballistas.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna almost certainly strategize about what our plan is at Chatwater, so come follow us on Patreon and watch Chatwater if you want to see that.
Amazing, yeah. And for folks at the free tier, there's one free Chatwater a month, and all of the rest of those are at the Knucklebone tier and above. Also, regardless of whether you're on Patreon or not, you should come check out our Discord. Our Discord is a wonderful, lovely, amazing place. One of our wonderful patrons and also very active community members is a professional chef. And I'm going to just say this on the regular stream because it's so, can I say it?
It's still so early days.
It's still so early days. There's some cool stuff happening, but tidbits and stuff about that is all in our Discord. So you can type !Discord in the chat. You should come hang out. It's a great time. It's the nicest community on the internet, I can almost guarantee.
If you want to see a picture of Gumbert before his untimely death by my mouth, he's on the Discord in the art section because it was art.
It was our
Death
Art
my mouth.
3 weeks ago.
we are going to go raid someone awesome. So please stick around for that. We are not streaming next week. We are taking the weekend off because it is Canada Day. But we will be back. I might maybe do something in its stead, maybe some God Kill or something or other. But might do some, people have been asking to do a little bit of world building, some of the lore, and we'll be leading into, by the time this airs, the last couple sessions.
My wife said to me, I thought you said this season was going to be 5 episodes. And I said, listen, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay, listen. I tried.
That was 6 episodes ago.
I tried. I set 2 things a session, and they still go 4 hours. So
Yeah. Yeah.
We're really
It's gonna
excited.
be longer than
more
the
for
first
you.
Yeah, it sounds like you're taking too much time crying.
We're all taking too much time
I
crying.
am taking too much time crying. Like I'm said, it's a problem.
Put your thumbs up, babies.
Dicey.
When.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Not about the sauna, please. It's not the
I
custom.
don't got one.
Oh, I got one.
No, I don't got one.
Sean's got one.
No, mine is also about the custom.
Oh, please.
Do the fucking custom. Do the fucking custom, you weirdo.
Also, a huge thanks to Jen at Yaniir Dice. Please go put exclamation point Yaniir in the chat.
you
Get yourself some
cannot wear
sick-
these in the sauna.
When if someone offers you some goo, the custom is to touch the goo.